Listen, your savings account is robbing you blind. But don't worry, I found out a way how to make my money work for me in my sleep, and I can help you do the exact same thing. Now, this isn't no get rich quick scheme. This isn't no pyramid scheme. This isn't something just trust me situation. This is legit, and this is something that your every average day person can implement in their lives, and they can really get to a bag. This isn't a short-term play. It's a long-term play. There's a promo going on right now, so you definitely want to jump on it before the price goes up because this is too valuable. The link is in the description, and hey, let's get our money up. Let's get back to the video. Can't hear me. Y'all couldn't hear me. But welcome to another show where we talk about everything under the sun. As long as we get back to the money, real conversations, real solutions. I'm your host, Courtney, and I got my dog Macaroni Tony with me.
What's poppin', Twin?
How's it going?
Hey, you doing?
What's good with your famo? How you feeling?
I'm good, man. I have no whiskey, so I had to switch it up real quick. I had to get the phone. Hopefully it don't die out.
I feel it. We got well, the rest of the crew, they'll be in here, whenever they make it in. Marcus texted me, said he jumping in, but when everybody else get here, but they can just tap in. But we about to go ahead and get started with these videos. But before we do, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure you hit that bell notification. And be sure to share this with your family and your friends. Listen, we trying to run these numbers up on the Courtney Show and the Banter and Barter Show. So definitely share this with your family and friends. All right. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's go ahead and get into this first topic of tonight. And we're talking about, I guess, how do I want to frame this? I'm just going to go based off of the caption. It says, after narrowly escaping death at the hands of a communist Minneapolis lynch mob, Jake Lane gives new details of how roaming mobs of 1,000s of zombie-like leftists viciously attack not only him, but anyone wearing an American flag. So we're going to dive into this video. This one is a little bit long. So, you know what I'm saying? We're going to try our best to dissect it a little bit. If there's anything you want me to pause it or where you want me to pause it at, Mac, just let me know. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it, bro.
No, but I understand your want to try to kind of quell relations here in this understanding, but we're in an existential threat. White Christians are being replaced in our homelands. We have nowhere else to go. And the difference is, Alex, when you replace white Christians, you get a class of people that does not vote the same. They vote for big government, no Second Amendment, no First Amendment. That's the difference between us. All that. We have a voting class, white Christian men and white Christian women too. We vote for small government, pro-liberty. The reason why they want to replace us is to usher us into a tyrannical, more easily controllable mass of people
I
that has no identity and has no heritage.
You're arguing when there's no argument. I'm saying that black Americans that have been here as long as white people, their ancestors statistically are voting for Trump 3 times what they were just 10 years ago. And
that's a blessing.
They understand they're being replaced as well. I was just mainly trying to get the phenomenon of Black Lives Matter was like a third black. This is 95% white and Islamic. What do you think the shift is here?
Well, I think that the woke mind virus, and, I look at some of these people's eyes, and one of my statements I always say is, how many COVID vaccines did you take? A lot of these people have been completely, it's like they've been uploaded with some, crazy hatred of white people. They have hatred. They want to see, I mean, literally at some of my protests here, there are white men standing in the back there like, replace us, literally screaming, replace us with black people, replace us with Muslims, replace us with South Americans. And so you have this woke mind virus. It's actually self-effacing. It's self-eating.
They have
And
Stockholm
it's
syndrome.
deteriorating.
They have Stockholm syndrome.
They hate their heritage because they've been lied to about their heritage. We're conquerors. We are creators, inventors. We've done the most beautiful and biggest things in the world,
It's
and we should not
simpler
be
than that.
ashamed
They're a
of it.
bunch of meth head white trash on government payroll, working with the Somalis. Almost all of them are on the take, running their own scams, and they just think they're on the winning team. That's why they're doing it.
Yeah, well, they're not on the winning team. And when we come back to Minneapolis, because we're going back, we will not be dishonored and disgraced. The American Patriots, the Crusaders, will be showing up. We're working with all teams across the board. Anybody who stands for American values, Christian values, for white culture, white Western civilization, we need to take back and secure the area of Minneapolis from these absolute crazy leftist Antifa. They are disgracing one of America's greatest cities, and we need to take it back.
What do you think about what Trump's doing over?
So, what are y'all thoughts on this and what he's saying?
I mean, bro, these white dudes, they've been saying shit like this since I don't know when, bro. Like, this ain't nothing to I mean, yeah, there's some crazy leftists and all that stuff going on right now, but like, I don't know. I think some people need to touch some grass, bro. Honestly, like, I ain't gonna lie, I really don't care. For real, bro. That's their issue. We just stay out of that at the end of the day.
That's fair. Marcus, what you got, bro?
Shit, my bad, bro. I didn't catch number at the end of that one. I was trying to get my mic working. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
All right, cool. Yeah. I was trying to get this shit working. My bad. Yeah, I didn't even catch the beginning of it.
So basically, he's just saying that they need to get back. They need to get back to the roots of white power, basically. White Christians, the conservative values of white Christians, and they need to get back to that. That's basically what he said in that shit.
Shit, man. Yeah, I mean, I don't got very much to put on that one. Like your boy Macaroni said, I mean, white people, they've always been these little groups that they still push that. Which I mean, hey, more power to them, man. Push it, do what you gotta do. But I mean, we also know that it'll never be back to where it was. I mean, I don't know if that's what he's talking about as far as like slavery type shit, to where there's control over other people, and that shit will never happen again. So as far as them getting their little groups and doing what the fuck they're doing, they can. But you know what I mean? Like, it's already been proven, bro. Like, if they're gonna come and try to do some like anything in groups, it just ain't gonna work out for them. As far as like if you're going like violent style, it just ain't gonna fucking work out. I mean, they can do the protests, these little protests they're doing, and all this other shit. I mean, it ain't gonna really affect anything. So for me, yeah, it is what it is. Because it's the same cat. Was the video we were watching? Was that him at the protest where other black dude saved his ass?
Yeah, that's him.
Okay.
He did what?
He was at the protest. He was at the Minneapolis protest.
What was going on there?
Shit, they was on his ass.
Yeah, he's about to get fucked up. And
and so he's saying, and that's why he was saying that they're going back. They're going back over there to Minneapolis, and they're gonna try to right the ship, however that's gonna look. But we're gonna see.
Hey, was it the same dude that was talking about after that stabbing of Metcalf? Was this same dude who was out like making a whole bunch of noise about some shit?
Not sure.
I gotta look it up and see if that's him, because that is, man. Is he like running for some sort of like office or something?
Nah, I don't think he is.
All right, that's a different dude then.
Rob, did you get a chance to check this video, Rob? Or he's still? Oh no, he's still doing what he's doing.
I think he's wasting his time, bro. Like, I get it, how he feel, whatever, but I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, what's the point?
Yeah, it's not going to amount to shit, really. I mean, if he's trying to like,
yeah, we get you. What's good with you?
All right, what's happening? I have to kill some of this background noise and whatnot.
Hold on, you good?
But yeah, I was able to see some of it, and it's just wild to me that, you know, Buddy was out there, he damn near got shanked and all this other stuff, and you know, they asking him like, how do you feel about people saving you? And he's still over here trying to push agenda. And last time I checked, they said it's the same dude that was from like one of the January 6 takeovers or whatever that they did back then. Just like, okay, y'all pushing all this Christianity and whatever, that's fine. Don't get me wrong. I grew up Christian. I'm glad Drewski did the little skit he did, because the church been looking goofy for a while now. So, you know, I've been having to do stuff at the crib. But it's like, if you were out there and you actually pushing peace, why are we still trying to create division? Like, that's not even very Christian to you. So that's where some of these titles that people take on, it makes everybody else look goofy, because you out here saying like, oh, whatever the hell you trying to get, I get it. Like, we got illegals here, whoop-de-doo. Like, they're here. Not all of them are violent. Y'all won't let ICE do their thing, but you coming over there to protest. You got saved by some people that shouldn't even been there to begin with. It's just like you got these young kids on some goofy shit talking about, oh, we the new Black Panthers. How many kids y'all done fed? How many tutoring programs y'all done started? Oh, y'all just wanted an excuse to go post up with some motherfucking guns on camera and act like y'all just some fucking Power Rangers or something. So, no, the shit's fucking stupid. And it's kind of getting irritating. And, you know, everybody get on the internet and talk about the climate right now, how, oh, Black people ain't showing up. Like, why should we show up? We're not the illegal ones. Whether we were indigenous to the land, we got brought over here by slave ships, whatever, we've been here. Birthright citizenship was for Black folk. And I mean, unless y'all know of a couple plantations that are still in existence now, when Trump said he getting rid of the birthright, that's for all the people that, because they leave a lot of things as blanket statements. So when you get people that come from other countries and come here, then they set up shop, and then they try to use that to get a child over here and ride off the coattail of that child, which is, those are the ones that are actual tethers, because then they benefit from our economy, take our money and send it back to wherever the hell they was from, and they go build mansions back home, and then in 10 years they don't even exist here anymore because they a millionaire back home. Those are the tethers. But even on the forefront, like I say all the time, everybody pro this, pro that, FBA this, whatever, until it's time to vote. Then the main people they vote in is fucking tethers. Y'all done voted a tether into fucking New York, Ugandan fucking POS. You had a tether running Doge because Elon from South Africa. Obeezy was a tether. His dad, Kenyan or whatever the hell it was. Y'all was just about to vote in fucking Kamala. That's a tether. So let's really make up our minds as to what we doing. As far as the protest stuff go, I'm glad we sitting home though, because this ain't our fight. We got other fish to fry. We got other things to worry about.
And to be honest with you, it ain't even his fight either. Leave that shit to the federal government. Stay your ass out the way, dog. This is the shit that I'm always talking about as well. People who are putting themselves in the situation that ain't got shit to do with them, man. Let the federal government, let the ICE agents handle that shit. Everybody else get the fuck out the way. What up, Mimi? If you want to come up, I'll send you the link. I'll send you the link if you want to pull up. But yeah, at the end of the day, stay out the way, bro. That goes for both sides. That goes for the Black people. That goes for the white people who ain't got shit to do with nothing. If they're not coming after you, if they're not fucking with you, get out the fucking way. Let them do their job, dog. Because y'all doing too much. Now y'all causing more havoc. y'all in the way. You doing more. You're fucking up the situation than you're doing more than helping.
But weren't these the same people that was scared of like martial law and all that coming?
Yep.
Like, if don't get me wrong, people are saying like, okay, these aren't police officers or whatever the hell you want to say. Either way it goes, it's a government agency that's in charge of a varying degree of authority.
Yep.
When y'all do all this bullshit, don't y'all think that y'all triggering the enactment of martial law? Like, we done already seen National Guard in fucking LA earlier into Trump's term when they was doing all that bullshit, burning flags and all that. Now they trying to get people out here. Don't get me wrong, the way that they doing some of the stuff is extremely wild to me. So I'm not saying that I'm agreeing with, the way that they're doing things. But at the same time, y'all going up there and jumping in the way and throwing stuff at people and whatever, y'all escalating stuff. And hey, if y'all jumpstart whatever plan they have, then it is what it is at that point, because clearly nobody's listening to just, if you're supposed to love thy neighbors, you love thyself or whatever, I'm pretty sure half these people that you're fighting for, they're not even putting their own self in harm's way. So what are we really talking about here? Y'all out there dying in these streets, blocking streets, throwing stuff at all these people and whatnot, and then they at home still running up a bag while you out there getting your head bust open. Like, let's really make it make sense.
Y'all want to know how long this been going on, bro? Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, you can hear you, bro.
Did y'all remember the episode on South Park when instead of saying immigrants and all that type of stuff, they would talk to these people from the future? Take our job. That's all I see on this situation. They take their job. They take their job.
Yeah, I don't understand what gets in these people that they want to go out and actually. They must just don't know consequences, man. I don't get this shit at all. The fight ain't about you, and you going out there trying because you got so much privilege. You think you can go out there and you doing the best thing, and you just fucking shit up, especially for your own life. Just like old girl we were talking about who went out there who ended up getting shot and shit. I mean, that was just crazy. There's too much privilege for in some of these people that they think that they're above the law. And they're actually doing some actual help. But I will say though, hey, I'm glad that young black cat did help this dude out though, because it makes us look way better that he did. And this little asshole pretty much wasn't on board for it. So I'm glad like we have some people who are like the bigger person in those situations, and then help his ass out, because you can't say nothing bad about the black dude that did it, bro. So I'm glad that shit happened.
Hey, Courtney, can you bring up You Sound Broken's comment in a second?
His last one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
They take it down.
All right, boom. So You Sound Broken says, they come for any of us, they will eventually come for all of us. Though I agree with that statement, the problem is y'all motherfuckers was in the middle of this Drake and Kendrick beef the whole time, and everybody was bumping they not like us. Now that it's really folks that's not like us, y'all out here getting your head bust open for niggas that's not like us. When we are the ones out here that the shit is coming on, and then we start a civil war because we fighting for our shit, just like when it was North versus South and all the other shit in history, I bet. But right now, this ain't our fight. That's why you see even the black people's minding their business. We stocking up on our ammo and everything for when it do flip. Now, when it flips, the only thing y'all got over us is air combat, because y'all ain't finna come do it on land, because motherfuckers ain't going. But old girl that got popped out in that damn Honda Pilot, she intentionally drove, went and blocked the road, was told to get the fuck out the way, didn't get out the way. Then when they was trying to snatch her out the car, she damn near was gonna drive off and leave her shorty, and got popped at. I got into arguments behind the shit because I'm like, the bitch shouldn't have been in that predicament to begin with, and people arguing with me talking about, oh, Oh, that's not the point. Then what is the fucking point? I'm a hood baby. They had the jump out boys. We knew we seen a van that looked weird and it was creeping under fucking 30 miles an hour. It's liable to be some officers in there. When they jump out, anything moving getting hit.
Hey, tell me this shit though. Tell me this shit.
Crime scene, man. If I see SWAT, I go the other way. I mean, nowadays, you know, you might want to get a little Instagram video or something. But even then, I'm not in the middle.
Hey, answer me this. Why someone see a thug that come down the street and try to hold him up with a gun? They respect that motherfucker more than they would if a cop came up.
I have no idea.
That's true.
That's crazy, right? Motherfucker, a thug with someone you could actually fuck up, and you supposed to like talk shit to. You won't say shit, but a cop who got authority to shoot your ass if he thinks he's threatened, he's gonna go home. And motherfuckers will talk so much shit and do whatever the fuck they want to. It's fucking crazy as fuck to me, man.
Yeah, but it's like, okay, you know, even the cops, right? They got the whole serve and protect. All right, but we know now that, you know, there's probably 40% of the people that take that oath that are really serious with serving and protecting the community. You probably got another 20% buffer of, you know, they want to serve and protect, but they took the oath to be their brother's keeper. So, you know, they not going to instigate something happening, but if it happened, they taking their people's side. Then you got another 40% that they just head busters. And they was like, shit, it's a job. They allow me some damn combat. They on the wish a nigga would type of time. So that makes the greater 60% of the department, which is more than half, fucked off. And that's another thing, you know, they come see us and we like, oh, fuck the police. And it's not really that, it's fuck everybody. I mean, I got friends as cops and stuff, but I tell them too, hey, when you got that uniform on, it's big fuck you, because I know if they do something to me, you taking their back before you take mine. And even if you take my back, you risking your job, your hands are tied. I understand that. But at the same time, hey, y'all act like it's y'all versus civilians instead of, you know, realizing that y'all are public servants to us. It's just like, fuck our little tax dollars. Just do us anyhow y'all want to do us, and we just got to deal with it. So that's where, you know, the generations of trauma have been passed down to where it's like, nah, it's big fuck y'all.
But you don't think that? But you don't think that's bad though? I know it's generation that's been passed down, but you don't think it's a better way to think about that though?
Yeah, I definitely don't think that way.
I do.
Okay.
Because I've grown out of my background. I've grown out of my humble beginnings.
Right.
So I do, but at the same time, I don't close a blind eye to people that deal with the fact that, oh, you know, it's just like some of these immigrants that might get deported and stuff. Some of them might not ever want to come back because they was like, shit, these motherfuckers pulled me over and they said I just look Mexican. You know what I mean? And that might rub them away. So they're going through what pretty much right now, what a lot of these immigrants are going through is just literally televised history. If you paint all these people brown, this is what Negroes went through. And that's probably another reason why it's so easy for us to sit it out, because it's like, shit, we've been done told y'all.
Yeah,
so
that's
hey, XYZ. And everybody was like, no, that's not right. You're talking about the alphabet. We're trying to teach you numbers. And it's like, motherfucker, no, that's not it. So now that the shit's on TV, everybody's eating popcorn. Like, I told that bitch she shouldn't have been in the middle of the road. If she'd have stayed her ass on the sidewalk, like we said, she'd have been here.
It's more than Kim. It's more than Mexicans. That's illegal, shorty. I think that's what you're saying.
She said only Mexicans are not illegal.
Yeah, because there's some other illegals too that aren't Mexican. There's a lot of illegals.
I mean, if we want to go down the laundry list, Mexicans, Haitians, Canadians, like motherfuckers ain't tax exempt. If you from the extremities of the border of the confines of the USA, you're illegal if you didn't do your due process. Now, what sucks is that due process, some people it might take a year, some people might take 10 years, which kind of fucking sucks because there's a lot of people who, you know, they was 2 weeks away from getting their papers and they've been here working under the table for 10, 12 years. It fucking sucks. Don't get me wrong.
when I think about that, when I think about due process, I think about the military. It's a hurry up and wait process. Hurry up and get your paperwork in, but ain't no telling when you're gonna get that paperwork back and all the shit that you actually need in order to do the things that you need to do.
Yeah.
That's
so you
just
gotta
that's
do your due diligence, and then as soon as you do your due diligence, then they start fucking with you.
yeah.
Because you can submit everything, and then they wait 3 months and be like, "Oh, well, we're missing it." Like, motherfucker, I know. I got photocopies of what I turned in, and if that fit is in my file, y'all fucking around. It's like, you know what I mean? So now it's a big back and forth.
That's a good point. That's a good point too, yeah. That's a good point too. Some people got the money to move the needle a lot faster. I don't disagree with that. I'm pretty sure there's some people who throw a little extra dollars. Like, hey, listen, do this for me real quick. I need you to move this paperwork. I need to hurry become a citizen real quick. I'm gonna throw you some extra dollars. Some people do that. I don't disagree.
Yeah, I mean, that's why some of them come and they work under the table, and everybody act like, you know, it's the end of the world. Which, don't get me wrong, yeah, you taking jobs out of citizens, you taking it out of their access, but at the same time, if some of those people are saving money by paying these people under the table, they still paying the same cost of living we paying.
Yeah.
So it sucks, and it's just, you know, we so capitalistic that everybody's for profit. So they could shave a couple points here and there. Shave them. Like I said, y'all see my name. It's Unbiasedly Raw. I ain't gonna act like I'm blind to what the fuck going on.
Yeah.
A lot of this shit don't make sense, but at the same point, standing in the middle of the street trying to protest when you got a whole good, clean sidewalk don't really make sense. Because, hey, what if one of these motherfuckers run one of y'all over and they just blame it on the floor mat? You know, Toyota and stuff back in the day had a couple recalls because their floor mats was cut wrong and they get the gas pedal stuck up under there.
Yep.
They can say whatever the fuck they want, and after investigation, if they want to take their side or not, they walking. You still gone. You in the upper room. You a butterfly now.
Yeah, that's true.
So, yeah, I don't know. Shit wild to me though. Like, I don't understand how people run towards danger and then I'm supposed to act like I'm feeling sorry. Like, nah.
At all. I don't feel sorry at all.
When that motherfucker ran back in the block, I'm on the other side of the block.
Thanks.
But hey, but this is still the type of shit.
I seen you. That's why I was running.
Hey, but this is still shit that we be talking about our people too. That when they get pulled over by the cops, they get all fucking wild and shit. Same shit, really.
Well, this is
same shit.
No,
like, yo, why the fuck are y'all doing that shit? It's stupid. Like, this motherfucker got a license to kill you and go home. Like, why the fuck do you think like you gonna win this shit? You ain't gonna win it. Get your fucking license. Do what the fuck you gonna do and go the fuck home and be done with it. All this arguing back and forth ain't gonna do shit. We literally say shit all the time. A lot of time for some reason, like it's crazy. Like, so a lot of people get this shit. Like what they're doing right now, they like that's fucking stupid. Like what old girl did. But we'll definitely like get all back and like old boy who got pulled out of the car when he slammed his fucking door and was like, man, fuck you, it ain't raining. I'm like, come on, bro, what the fuck? It's crazy, man. Give him your shit.
Yeah, but
like, all right.
Even in that situation, I was taking his side, and you know, y'all took the higher road, but I was taking his side because, like I told y'all, I understand the trauma of having to deal. Like every time you start your car, you're not expecting to get pulled up. But at the same time, when you done seen people walk the straight and narrow and the damn near fucking got to the hospital with a concussion and 13 stitches to get back out, and that was your straight A student off the block, ain't never got into nothing, was a full-on nerd and whatnot. Yeah, just like Kim just said, you can do everything that they say. So it's like, you know, now that I know that I got this interaction with you, it's already irritating because I know 9 times out of 10, even if I do everything that you want me to do, it's not gonna go the way I want it to go. So it's like, yo, why the fuck are you bothering me?
So let me ask y'all a question. But
that's where it comes from.
Do y'all think that happens more often or less often? But it only seems that it happens often because it's televised and we see it on social media.
Which part?
The fact of when we see, you know, when we see situations that, you know, cops abuse authority or, you know, say they use too much force in the situation. Do y'all think that happens at the same rate as it doesn't happen? Or do you think that it doesn't happen as much? It's just televised to make it seem as if it's always happening.
I think in certain areas it happens a lot, but other areas it don't. I mean, I don't know. I couldn't count how many times I've been pulled over or anything of that nature. But I haven't. If we want to say 9 times out of 10, if they get disgruntled or something like that, it's usually that 1 out of 10. That's my experience. But I could imagine in certain areas where it's like a lot of crime or a lot of situations going on and all that type of stuff. I'm pretty sure it'll be more, but I don't think it's like 9 times out of 10. That's just me. I could be wrong, but I do think it's being televised more, and these one instances are going viral, and people seeing it consistently. And now it's like with the whole social media situation. Now, when people get pulled over by the police, they going ham because it's like, why y'all keep fucking with us and this, that, and the third. But it's actually not happening as much as it's really going on in real life. So this social media thing is getting people. I know my rights, and they don't know nothing. Like literally, I was seeing a cop. He was a black cop, and he was doing an interview, and they was like, "Who's the worst people to pull over?" And he was like, "I'm sorry, but it's us, white people." And he was like, and a lot of times it's women, and they were like, "Why you pull me over? Why you messing with me?" And he just point, and he was it was like, "Man, you don't have your seatbelt on. Can you put your seatbelt on?" Now you done escalated to something way where it needs to be, where it don't need to be. But you know what I'm saying? It was just a situation where he could have wrote you your ticket. You could have been on your way. It ain't gonna go your way, but it don't mean you getting drugged out the damn car. Just take your ticket, go to the what's the name. If the cop don't show up, a lot of times they throw that shit out.
Bro, I mean, honestly, like recently, like in the last, like probably like 10, 15 years, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I probably only seen maybe a handful of those videos to where the cop was 100% out of order. Like, I've seen some shit to where the other person has antagonized them, and they probably could have had more restraint. But at the end of the day, like I've always taught, hey, just shut the fuck up, do what they tell you to do, and then that's it. Don't matter if you want to do it or not. I've always been taught that, so that's how I look at it. But like, there's only in the only instances I've seen that some shit has been real bad, it involved like elderly people. So like, and that's been some, like I like to say, like it's been a handful where one dude dragged this old lady out of the car, and I don't even know if he even asked her fucking question, but she didn't answer quick enough. He drug her ass out of the car, which was real fucked up. But it's only been like a handful. I think other shit. I think is other people just entitled, and that's the part I don't get when someone say they scared, they're resistant. That's what I don't get. Like, if I'm scared, I'm not saying shit. I'm doing the fuck you tell me to do. I'm not gonna resist. I'm not gonna fucking fight back. Like, those two words just don't make no sense together. Scared and fight back just don't make sense, man. I don't know, bro.
Hold on, Kimmy. You said, hold on, Kimmy said a cop approached me a few months ago asking me, "Am I missing?" Like, sir, do I look missing? I mean, he's asking because, like if you look like the description of somebody missing, he's going to ask. Because it's not like every time somebody missing, that mean they were that they was apprehended and they was like what's the word, kidnapped. Some kids or some people, they run away and they just be out on their thing, and they automatically put a APB on people that is a missing person, right? It ain't even got to be a missing child, a missing person. This person, they family said they haven't seen this person in months, and they suffer from schizophrenia or things of that nature. They have some kind of mental situation. So they might be having a mental situation going on, and they missing.
See, because why?
Ain't no description. I live around all white people. See, And that's the issue. That's the prime example right there.
I
Courtney.
don't believe you. I just don't believe you.
That's the prime example of Courtney, because then they asking you a question to get information. You escalate the situation way more than need to be just because how you emotionally feel at that point.
What living around white people got to do with shit? If they got a
Basically-
missing person with a black person, like what the fuck? Living around white people?
Basically, she's saying like she probably own a black person around. If she was white, then they probably would.
Yeah, she lives in a good neighborhood and shit.
How you mute, bro?
That's wild though.
We good now?
Yeah. Use the
Okay, bet. So to answer the original question, I'd say probably, and Mac did shoot on a good point because it is area specific. You know what I mean? But I'd say probably 30 to 40% of the interactions is just really like that. But what's portrayed on TV makes it seem like it's, 70 to 80. Until like you break down to, specific areas, because that was just like a nationwide sweep. But then, I'm from the Bronx. Shit was ugly for a minute between cops and civilians. The boys in LA would tell you, back in the day, they intentionally went out of their way to go hire cops from the South that was racist to be on the police force to go handle folks in LA. So, you know what I mean? Like, them motherfuckers, if your window tint made you look like you was a Negro, you was getting pulled over. You know what I mean? And you might not have even been that. So that's where it's kind of like, okay, yeah, it just depends on the area. But families also pass trauma down too. It's just like how your kids could be playing with some other kids on the playground and that kid call your kid the N-word. And you're like, bro, you're 4. What do you know about that?
Oh yeah, that's definitely learned. They heard that plenty of times somewhere.
Yeah, so it's also a learned thing, because for our safety growing up, I'm sure after slavery they told you, oh hey, if those people were slave catchers, anytime you see them, just run. Yeah. Now you see them, you run. They asking why are you running, and you like, bro, honestly, I ain't got no answers to why I'm running. The fact of the matter is, you got a badge from my neck of the woods. You ain't trustworthy, so I took off. Oh, well, we were looking for a suspect and you kind of, I don't fit no description, boss. Like, I'm minding my goddamn business. I seen you. You look like you moving suspicious. I got ghosts. In like a lot of those situations too, you know what I mean? So it's there's no like straight line down the middle. There's a lot of factors playing into it. But I will say that mainstream media too does have things fucked off. I mean, they could talk about the whole Lake and Riley and all that, but you had I think her name was like Dakara Thompson or something, the black chick. We ain't see nobody speaking on her. I mean, we could probably bring that up on one of our streams, but we ain't see nobody speaking on it. It's like 3-4 black people, or I should say ethnic people, that I know of right now that, they done got sent to the upper room by the people that were trying to get out of here. Nobody's really speaking on it, but let it be a blue eyes white dragon on some Yu-Gi-Oh shit, and the whole world is in the uproar. Nobody care about red eyes black dragon. It's just the blue eyes white. So, hey.
All right. Well, any final thoughts on this one before we move on to the next topic?
Just mind your business, stay out the street, and protect your people on your block. Stop crossing state lines and stuff to get in other people's business. If you got an illegal next to you and you know that she sell the best tamales every Christmas and you don't want to miss out on tamales, hey, go hide till in the basement. That's between you and God. But they know that this man that caught a body, let them get him up out of here.
Hey, touch grass, mind your business, get a damn job.
Facts.
I think people got too much time on their hands these days, bro. They be fighting for shit that ain't even their business, bro.
That is facts.
Oh, word? Well, shoot. Well, let us know when it go live. Then we might be able to touch base on it. But yeah,
I don't do none of that dick sucking shit, man.
Oh, I just did my thumbnail, so after this stream, I should be dropping part 1 of my review.
Yeah, let's go. But listen, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure you hit the bell notification. Now, this first topic is a great topic for us to easily segue into this next topic. And let's talk about this new version of the Black Panther Party. This new version of the Black Panther Party. They out here in Missouri talking about they gonna stand up for black and brown. They don't care about ICE agents. They ready to get at them. You hear me? Hey, you already know what it is. Hey, make sure you tap into the Patreon too. Listen, we doing things over here. We doing things. We all about money. We have conversations. We talk about culture. We talk about sports. We talk about everything, but we tie it back to the money. And Mimi herself, she saw the ebook. She took it, and then now she's applying it. So shout out to you, Mimi. I appreciate you.
What's back?
It's in the so it's a remember I was telling you about it's an ETF. It's an ETF that you can invest in, so you can have your brokerage account. Yeah. So, but yeah. So let's go ahead and move over to this next topic. Black Panther saying that listen, he's willing to pull a hole in any ICE agent bigger than the window if they try to step. So we're gonna listen to it. The video is a little bit long, so if you need me to stop in between, let me know. All right. So let's go ahead and rock out.
You part of that. It was y'all. You don't like to be labeled in with slave catchers. You shouldn't have taken that whole sellout. You are a sellout. You wearing this. You are a sellout. You ain't protected. You got to do whatever they tell you to, including hurt your people. Because you're walking up to me and I don't like you and I don't trust you and I don't got no conversation with you. So unless you're investigating the crime, leave me the alone. I don't care. I got a gun license right here. This is legal. Philadelphia Crime Code 6108. Move your car out of people's way and get the out of my face. Thank you, officer. Have a good day. You have a bad one. Sell out. You smiling for a sellout? Do you know where you came from? Slave catchers hired you to help catch their property, which was us. Slave catcher patrols the origin of that bad. Okay. Get out of here. Go where you're needed. We don't need your help. Get out the street. Like your supervisor said, get out the street. Get out the street. Go with him. Go with him. Get out the street. You blocking traffic. Get out the street.
In Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the Black Panthers were present, which led to the cops showing up. The men knew their rights, and we saw a walk-off from the police.
No ICE agent ever run up on me. I guarantee you they won't. I put a hole in their chest the size of a window. Safe line repair, safe line replace. That's what's going to happen. They touch me. Unarmed woman was killed by ICE. If you think you're about to come and brutalize the people while we're standing here, come around and find out. Our interactions with the police and ICE, and we hold them accountable. We patrol the community and we hold them accountable. The Black Panther Party from South Defense, we're the same Panther Party from back in the day, but we're a little more aggressive now. You dig? Carry bigger guns and we don't take no places where there are a lot of immigrants at. I think that the community around them needs to take special care to them and it needs to start escorting them to and from everywhere.
Are any of these cats full black?
That's what I was just looking. It's always the mixed looking dudes that always got this identity crisis. And so they got to go extremely hard for the black community. I'm like, bro, sit the fuck down somewhere.
These are the most
honestly, Courtney, I ain't trying to listen to no Black Panther member unless he say jive turkey and some shit. Or I like those Black Panther. Hey, jive turkey, or sucker. I need to hear all that. All this what he got going on. Safe life, live here. And you go, man. Shit. No, I want to hear them call people crackers and turkeys.
Bro, I'm dark skinned. I think I'm too light to be in the Black Panther. God damn. These motherfuckers over here. like a quarter black.
All I'm saying is, where's this energy for the niggas in the hood that's fucking up the community? You got all the smoke for federal agents. You got all the smoke for the police officers. That's cool. Hey, do your thing. If you feel empowered because you lacking in your identity and who you truly are, because you choose not to address that white side of you, you know what I'm saying? Because you partially that. From what it looks like, like you partially that. You might be full black. I don't know, but you look like you mixed.
He definitely.
Where's this,
busy?
Something, bro? Like, but where's this energy at for the cats in the hood though?
All these niggas
always talking tough to police officers because they know police officers, they gotta go by code, they gotta go by books, so they can't do nothing unless you're doing something. So if they just sit, which is why they got back in the vehicle and drove the fuck off. So where this shit at? You ain't gonna talk this shit to niggas in the hood, because guess what? If you standing there with guns and you talking tough like that, guess what is up? It's up. You're gonna be just like Eddie Murphy. Just gonna be just like Richard Pryor on Harlem Nights. You got guns, they got guns. Everybody shooting everybody.
I mean, shit, they gun look my size.
Right, you feel me? So
when I was on some YN type shit, that shit look my size. Let me see that.
I like that gun. I'm gonna take that shit.
Yeah. Like, let me hold that for a second. All right, and I'm gonna need you to run off. Did you see that video way back? It was like a couple years ago. Some dude was into it. I think was it a white dude or a light-skinned dude? I don't know. These two dudes was into it, and one dude had a gun. They were supposed to fight. He had a gun. He was like, "Oh, what you finna do with that?" He's like, "Matter of fact, let me see that real quick." And then the dummy gave the dude the gun, and Buddy was like, "All right, now go ahead, get up out my fucking face."
Bro,
dude was standing there trying to plead his case to get it back.
Yeah, I did see that, dog. I'm like, bro, you got to be the dumbest. I'm like, at least take the mad guy, take the shit out if it's loaded.
That boy ain't take Nathan out. I was like, cool, survival instinct on zero.
Dog, that's crazy.
Where to make sure that they're safe, because them ICE agents ain't gonna act like that if it's a bunch of people standing outside with assault rifles and shotguns. It's a semi-automatic shotgun. That means them shotgun shells that shoot out of a pump, they shoot them rapidly. If you are gonna legally arm yourself with something bigger than what they got. Those who serve in the public, they should be fearful of the public. They should be fearful that the public's going to be dissatisfied with their job that they're doing, not feeling like they're tyrants, not feeling like they're bullies because they got guns and body armor and walkie-talkies. That makes them immune to whatever the people would do. I think you want to correct the ideology of the pig and the mentality of the slave catcher. You meet them with equal force. All power to the people. No power to the pig.
Not only that, they were seen at the anti-ICE protests. Now, there will be many libs upset at this.
I was raised to believe that the KKK and the Black Panther Party were equal and opposite entities. And it wasn't until I watched Forrest Gump that I had exposure to what the Black...
Who's Uncle Auntie on the screen? Why they got this pretty boy up on this motherfucking screen, bro? What the fuck we got going on, man? I'm gonna let it rock.
Black Panther Party might actually be. This is obviously a result of me being a white kid raised in Texas. I literally thought that like Huey Newton was like akin to like the Grand Wizard of the Triple K. Like the benevolent government, took out this threat that was, causing black supremacy. I mean, I'm a young kid. I don't understand that black supremacy doesn't exist, and I'm white, and I'm being told to be scared of these people. This is a condition that you're conditioned to in conservative America. It's the early 2000s. They're this malevolent evil akin to the biggest terror cells in the world. Meanwhile, they're feeding thousands of children in every major American city. Meanwhile, they're this engine of a black renaissance in America being combated by the CIA. Then I watched Forrest Gump and I'm a kid and I'm like, if this is an accurate depiction, I mean, at worst, they're like a little rough around the edges. This seems okay to me. Like, I don't know. Mind you, that movie doesn't even do like an incredible job at like illustrating the Black Panther Party either, but it was enough to make me think about it and start to learn about it, and the rest is history. But it's crazy.
But one dude gives the tea on the propaganda we all took in. and how so many liken the Panthers to extremist movements.
Yeah.
And just open-ended, any comments you want to give to like my generation, the younger generation, or just any generation.
Legally arm yourselves and unify, or else you will die. And I mean that in the literal sense. You see on the news all the time, Renee, you know, everybody say her name, Renee.
Renee.
Right? She just got shot in the face by ICE.
Whose pawpaw is that, bro?
I don't know, bro.
This is why we don't respect the OGs, bro.
That's lame, man. Yeah.
Who bitch ass pawpaw?
Yeah.
Nah, this is disrespectful to the real Black Panthers, yo.
Facts.
Like y'all ain't got no community programs, y'all ain't got no receipts on none of that shit that y'all been doing for the last 10, 15 years, but y'all just pop out the woodworks with some blickies because you got some legal firearms. Oh my God, we're gonna. Them ain't even niggas.
Nah.
Y'all crying for reparations and all this shit. We ain't even got that yet, and you over here worried about some fucking illegals.
The other one over there, what they had on his last name, probably Cortez or some shit.
Who,
Man,
that Kid and Play looking ass nigga?
Or Rodriguez.
Brothers.
Listen, bro. Listen, I'm in the agreement with you, Rob. Listen, man. I don't care about none of this. All of this, weaponize yourself and become familiar with your gun laws, bro. That's cool. That's straight. But you ain't teaching shit, bro. All you doing is repeating the same shit that was happening back then. Bro, you ain't doing nothing. You ain't improving the Black community. All you doing is looking degenerate, just like everybody, just like a lot of these other degenerate motherfuckers. You just an organized gang, bro. If you're really trying to improve the Black community, bro, let's start buying back the block the way that you're supposed to. Stop reading this shit. Start creating programs for the children, because guess what? The children are the ones that's next up, and they see this bullshit that y'all got going on. You ain't giving back to the community. You ain't creating businesses. You ain't creating jobs for nobody. You just out here talking, well, we gonna stand up. We gonna stand up against the ICE. We gonna talk, man, fuck all that. We gonna put a hole in you bigger than the window. Bro, when are we gonna stop doing all this tough talk shit and actually start doing something for actually the community? When are we gonna start doing
like
something?
Corey Holcomb right now?
Yeah, you feel me?
Oh, come here again. Come here again. We gonna shoot you. Come here again.
Right, you feel me? Like, this shit crazy, bro.
But nah, all jokes aside, this shit is real disrespectful to the forefathers, man. Like, those people had community programs. They was helping all the single moms, all this other stuff. Like, we ain't seen you do none of that. Y'all skipped everything else that they put in place, and y'all fucking came over here with some Spirit Halloween fucking costumes and some blickies talking about, oh my God, we the whack Panthers, and we gonna shoot you if you come over here for these illegals.
Yeah, Black Panthers didn't give a fuck about nobody else but people who were Black. Like, I don't know what the fuck they doing, man.
If you ain't have motherfucking 4C hair, get the fuck out of here.
Insane, man.
Then you got these pretty boy Puerto Rican ass cosplaying ass niggas with somebody's biker gang pawpaw over here with the gray beard talking about we the Black. Man, get the fuck out of here with that shit, yo.
That's why he's
D-Star biker gang.
Man, boy over here look like he in the Soul Brothers and shit. Fuck out of here with this shit, man.
Hey,
watched Black Dynamite 3 times and thought they was on to something, and they still ain't said no jive turkey for macaroni to clap for him.
Hey, that training. I guess that training stuff goes
He said one. He said one. He said one. He said pig. I was like, okay.
Okay, but still, y'all doing this. Don't disrespect the Panthers. Come up with a new name. Y'all the illegal kittens or something, but y'all assembling and y'all still ain't even said nothing about Black people. You said come over here and mess with these illegals again. Okay, well, what part of illegal don't you understand? For one, and for two, y'all ain't over here protecting the illegal Haitians. Y'all protecting the Venezuelans and the Mexicans and shit. Like, y'all ain't even protecting the ones that is sliding under the radar that, you know, is the quote-unquote tethers and all that actually look like us. So, miss me with the bullshit, man. Quit cosplaying. Leave the greatest parts of history, leave that shit alone. If you want to assemble, come up with a new name, come up with a new fucking goal, come with a new mantra. And if y'all the Black Panther Party, should nobody in your zip code be getting less than a 3.5 GPA out of college, and should not a motherfucker be failing in school? Because if you still got totted niggas in your fucking area, then ain't no need for you to be out in these streets with no blickies.
Talking about some protesting. Maybe protesting all these parents and shit to get their kids in school and start teaching them to read. That's what they need to be doing.
I mean, at least go download Duolingo and learn Spanish, nigga. You get paid more if you know more than one language.
That's true.
So y'all out here fighting these other people's fight, and Lil Ray Ray over there on the block still gonna grow up not knowing how to read and gotta go move packs, knowing good and damn well there's 100,000 more cameras on every block today than there was in the 80s, but a nigga think he finna be Frank Lucas. That shit is dead.
Well,
they got to build a robot.
They got more smoke. They got more smoke for everybody else except like using that for us, the black people in their own area. I ain't never seen this much. Protection of legal immigrants and everything. I don't never see that on the other side, where in the black community, just like Courtney was saying, I ain't seen no food drive. I ain't seen no line. I ain't seen no line for them to have these kids that the mentorship program, if they don't have a dad, they supposed to be in that thing learning martial arts and all that type of stuff, learning how to read, getting their stuff together, their IDs and all that type of stuff, so they can get all the paperwork, so they can get a job and all that stuff. They sitting here fighting ICE for some illegals.
Make it make sense.
Like you woke up today and said, "Yo, we about to fight ICE because what they doing to the illegal immigrants is wrong." But then if you play the video where Obama came out and said, "Hey, yeah, y'all illegal, we're going to deport you," and then you have to come in the U.S. in the right way, and you're going on the back of the line behind the people that's been doing it the right way. Obama said that. Hillary said it. Republicans and Democrats, both of them at one point, that was something mutually they agreed upon.
Yeah.
But now, because the media, like I hear a lot of people say, "Oh, well, when Obama was doing it, he did it the right way. They wasn't killing innocent people. They wasn't locking them up and splitting families and all that stuff." But the dynamic is different because everybody don't like Trump. So they got the media that's driving the divide. That's the reason why you didn't see that stuff back in there. I literally saw a video, somebody on TikTok, something like that, about the coverage of ICE agents back when Obama was there. They literally had cameramen going with the cops on raids to get to illegals and get them out of there. But now because Trump bad, Orange Man bad, right? Now they got with the media and everything, they're actually fueling the fire. That's the reason why they getting in ICE way to do what they got to do, which they've been doing for years and years. You remember I said that the other day, Courtney? I said this been going on.
Yep.
ICE been in place over 2 decades.
Facts.
So you mean tell me you woke up this morning, instead of trying to get to the bag, go make some money, better your situation? Most Americans don't have $200 to $500 in their savings. You mean tell me you went to go to buy a rifle to post up the battle ICE?
First of all, he got that posted up. I don't see no extra magazines, no extra ammo on his person. The minute you got to reload, you smoked.
Done for.
You talking about get guns bigger than them? It ain't always the biggest gun. The most lethal thing in the United States of America is a 22.
Like it ain't what you shoot, it ain't what you shoot, it's who you shoot.
Like I know we be talking about blue tip 5.56s and 7.62s and shit in our music, and Lil Reese got to do some research after he done got popped in the neck and shit with some big shit. But the most lethal shit, literally close range combat, is a 22. That shit is sending people to the Lord faster than you can get a damn license from the DMV.
Bro, this dude about to go to jail, bro. He literally on camera. Facial recognition. We gotta take out like Black Panthers back in the day was the 60s and 70s and shit. He literally said he was gonna blow a hole in a federal agent chest. You about to go to jail.
His entire bloodline is now fucked. The whole family, from granny down to the nigga that was born last night, all their phones is tapped now. It's over with.
No, you got whole facial. He done did multiple videos.
If GTA drops tomorrow and you talk about shooting the feds on GTA, they coming to arrest his ass. It's over with.
5 stars, Kev.
I was thinking Drop It Thunder or something.
You did bring up the Obamas, and I don't know. We could cover it on here. Courtney could cover it. I gotta go find the clip. But Michelle up there on her podcast acting like she got Alzheimer's. She acting like we didn't have a little bit of coverage of people in cages and kids going missing, 300,000 kids and all that. She acting like she got Alzheimer's. So it ain't just a civilian. Like, your husband was out here with ICE being deporter in chief, and you acting as if that boy DTZ is doing worse.
Facts.
It's just
that boy said DT.
It's just where they choose to point the camera at the time. Like, don't throw a rock and hide your hand. We seen the ripple in the water. We know somebody threw something. Yeah, that boy DTZ, man, he from New York. That's a hood nigga.
We already know. I forgot what I was telling the other day. I said, man, y'all don't realize Trump and 50 Cent, they just alike. They petty as hell, bro. They just alike.
I told you I'm the third person on that triangle. I done told you that.
I'm telling you, bro, just alike, bro. They don't understand it. The only thing is Trump, he just political with it. He just political.
It don't get pettier.
Hey, bro, I don't like the way he do shit. He talk too much, man. That's him. That's his personality. He was doing that before he was became a politician. Before he became
y'all done let a celebrity get in the White House. He's a celebrity. He's used to talking.
Facts. He used to be in the big dog anyway. So it is what it is.
He 30, 40 years in front of cameras and shit. All he know how to do is be a personality. So the first go around, y'all banned him off Twitter. He created his own platform. Elon bought Twitter on some power move shit. Granted him his access back on Twitter. He still got his platform. So he like, fuck it, I'm gonna post my shit on both. And he's still up there like I'm big dog. What's happening?
Yes, sir.
I wonder who bought them. I wonder who bought them gold shoes that he was selling.
Them bitches sold out so quick. Ain't no telling.
Yeah, they sold out. Oh, buddy, I'm gonna tell you.
I ain't even see him for resale.
Just saw. Oh, buddy, that we just saw the dude talking about white. We got to take our white heritage back and all that stuff. I guarantee he got a pair.
Probably grabbed them a pair. Like, yeah, let's get it.
Man, that boy ain't get shit. Some of these, hey, this come back into the dick and pussy conversation. Some of these motherfuckers need some head.
That's true.
They need to find a bitch and just go ahead and see what that sweet middle be like. Cause ain't no way some of these people so stupid.
You gonna go to the Proud Boys bar? Huh? What? Oh shit, I ain't going to that shit.
Man,
after he gets some, I'm like, man, I'm gonna leave it to them, dog. I don't know. I was tripping before I met you.
In order for you to be proud of any movement, the prerequisite should be like you at least got 15 bodies under your belt. If y'all just gonna be degenerate in the streets, at least say you was degenerate at home.
At least. Shit.
Yeah, I mean,
out here being stupid for free, ain't even fucking felt the ass yet. Like, get out of here.
Any final thoughts on this Black Panther shit, bro?
Yeah, leave history alone. Quit disrespecting the OGs. This shit is real disrespectful. Like, don't let them motherfuckers from LA fly out there. Well, actually, no. Where's Black Panthers? That was Oakland, ain't it? That was like NorCal? Yeah, don't let them motherfuckers. Don't let the Bay ride on you. The Bay wild.
Hey, yeah, the Bay, yeah, them boys go crazy over there.
Don't let them take a trip. So it is what it is. Let the motherfuckers cosplay. But when real violence hit your front door, don't start crying because we clapping for them, not you.
Because you already know they got him now. They didn't tag his ass already. So like,
you know what's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
You gonna find a couple months. He gonna be getting locked up. He gonna get locked up or something.
Come on, man. Somebody Pawpaw seen that shit and fell off his rocker.
Mm-hmm.
That boy over there with the walker and shit and seen. These little motherfuckers think we was playing games. Making fun of the Black Panthers. My knee still ain't straight. I'm on my 5th surgery. I can't wait. You know what? Wait till nephew get out the pen. I'm gonna send him over there. All right, keep playing.
Stupid. Listen, man, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure y'all hit the bell notification. And make sure you share this with your family and friends too. Make sure you share this live. Got to get more people over here to run these numbers up, all right? So let's go to this next topic. Let's talk about Corey Holcomb and Anton Daniels.
Uh-oh.
So for everybody who already know the whole debacle between Corey Holcomb and Anton Daniels, or everybody, there's different people on two sides of the fence. They say they got their narratives about what happened, you know, back end shit and what they saw. So Anton Daniels, he showed up on Philosophical's page, on Philosophical's live stream. And for those of y'all who don't know the backstory between Philosophical and Anton Daniels, they had this back and forth a while back when Anton Daniels was on the Peef, and he ended up pulling up to Anton Daniels' page or during his live stream, and you know they went back and forth. You know they was going at each other's head, and so 2 years later, Anton Daniels showed love, pulled up to Philosophical's page. So now we are here, and Anton is going to give pretty much his point of view of everything that's happening. But here's the key. There's some niggas on this panel that's going to make you say, dog, what the fuck is going on? So that's all I'm going to say about it. I'm going to play the video, and then we'll give our thoughts. Again, if there's a point where you want me to stop, because this is going to be a little longer, if there's a point you want me to stop, let me know. All right? So let's rock out.
And parents may have experienced, some of the things that occurred still affect the generations that are coming forward today and previously. So I just wanted to, make that distinction that just because it's not the same type of racism that our grandparents or parents may have experienced, there's still forms of it from government policies that were implemented that causes generational impact. Specifically, when you look at how wealth is passed down through generations, like even the 2008 housing crisis, most of the wealth that the Black community had built up from the civil rights era to the 2008 housing crisis, a lot of that wealth was wiped out in that mortgage crisis. You know what I mean? So,
but just a quick interjection. That was not understanding economics. That was signing poor mortgages, right? Because just real quick, right? So again, now we get to conflate our lack of knowledge and our lack of learning to the opportunities and things that we have here, and taking opportunities and taking advantage of those things. You just always go back to racism, the white man. No. We are not where we need to be and should be politically, economically, or social. Like understanding a lot of these processes, bro. How long?
I'm not talking about the mortgages that were taking out during the subprime mortgage crisis. I'm talking about the wealth in housing that was developed from the 60s on up until that point. Not those subprime mortgages that were taken out by everybody, not just Black community. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Well, first of all, let me say salute to the panel, salute to Philosophical. I know we had our differences in the past, but
yes, we did.
I respect.
And I'm gonna say this before we get started. My issue with you, bro, is not success. It's not the fact that you have subscribers. Get your money. My issue is you come off as someone who's trying to talk to Black men, but at the same time, or talk to Black people or respond to Black culture, but at the same time you shit on Black culture, but you still try to carry the aesthetic that you know that's going to attract the same demographic that you're really trying to reprimand. If that's how it come off to me. Like I heard, like when we was on the panel, the thing that stood out to me the most, beside this, because I reached out to you after that, but you never responded. So
I don't remember you reaching out to me after.
I did. I sent you an email and you never responded. And I said,
I get thousands of emails every.
I bet. I'm not putting you on the spot, but you responded to the first one, but you never responded to the second one because he was like, we could talk, we could work it out. And I said, but I want to have a conversation first. And I never got a response. But that's neither here nor there. But I'm saying this: when you get on these shows, the main thing that stood out to me that day when I called up on your show, you said, "Fuck Malcolm X, bro." And it wasn't even about. I was of course offended that you said that, but my issue is nobody else was. And I think that you saying stuff like that and people not responding and having no smoke, and all they could see is the fact that I cut this man off, but they had no smoke or no issues for you saying that, to me was bothering me. And to me, I'm seeing a trend of people just feeling like just shitting on black people all together is something we need to do. Like, we can call out the bad elements without throwing out the baby with the bathwater. Because you say fuck black culture, you say that, but then when you go live, you got black culture aesthetics all around you, bro. Like, you got Chronic behind you. That's a black street nigga album, for lack of a better term. You got this one, you got that one. So it's like you're trying to appeal to the aesthetic of black people, but then at the same time you want to smack them down. It's like, I think you're sending mixed messages, and I feel like somebody that has your influence can do better than that. But that's my opinion, and that's what I want to talk.
All right, so I want to address this little piece right here. Shout out to Philosophical, but on this little point right here, I see what Philosophical is saying, but however, he's missing the entire point, because he's trying to conflate the two. Just because you listen to rap music, that necessarily now all of a sudden you shitting on the whole community. No, take the meat, pause, and spit out the bones.
Hey.
Take the meat and spit out the bones.
You hear what you're saying out loud, bro?
And so that's take the meat and spit out the bones, bro. That's all you gotta take for you. Y'all, they worried about the type of music this to my black aesthetic. He's still black at the end of the day. But he tells you over and over again, I don't represent the shit that doesn't represent the best side of us. The shit that don't represent the best side of us, throw that shit out the window. That doesn't mean that take away rap music. It doesn't mean that. Because a lot of times it is stories. It is stories that people had when it was rapping. So that's my piece on it. Anybody else got something before I play it?
Yeah, like that's I mean, I feel the same way. It's I still understand about like this whole like culture, like especially people who are like pro black. Then it's like, if you're pro black, you love your people, you can't say shit about black people, like nothing. Like you can't say nothing that would even point out the truth of them being in a bad light, if they're misrepresenting, you know, something that black people are doing, or they're doing some fucking foul shit. Like, you just cannot, for some reason, you got to hold that shit back and only tell what other people are doing that's fucked up, that's of a different color. So for me, I don't understand someone who seems as smart as philosophical. I don't understand how you can't decipher the two, that you can critique someone and still, you know, love, if it's coming to culture, still love your culture, or like, you know, respect your culture. So I don't get that whole thing to where it's either all or none. Like that to me just makes no sense. It's literally in anything. Anyone who gives a fuck about you, if you ever seen anyone who cares about you, they will point out shit that you're doing. Someone else could be doing the same shit that's fucked up, and they would not give a fuck. They'd be like, cool, go ahead, do it. But when you do it, fuck no, you're not doing that shit because it's not right. So I don't understand like how people just can't put that together. Like, if someone is critiquing you, then a lot of times because they give a fuck. But hey, we were going through the same, me and Courtney, we used to have the same conversation. I say the same shit about fucking Candace Owens and Officer Tatum. I used to irritate the fuck out of me because it was like, yo, these people are saying certain kind of shit to appeal to white people, like something they would say. It's like, all right, I got my representative over here. My black friend thinks the same way I'm thinking. That's how I look at it. It's certain things certain people say, but a lot of times I've listened to Anton. That's not what he's saying. He's not lying the conversation. Like, if a white person did this, like every situation, if someone black does it, followed by if a white person did this, then it'd be like this, almost like taking up for the white person. Like it's two different things, man. So like for what Anton does, what he's saying right now, I don't agree with it. So
yeah, I agree. I watched this clip. I watched the whole thing at work, and I think it was too many. I think it was too many conversations going on at once, because, like what Marcus was saying, I think Anton was having a conversation saying from what his point of view was, and you know, all the context. everybody had their own point of view of how everything went when everybody watched what went down. Philosophical, he's looking at a situation where he's frustrated with certain people like Officer Tatum and all them, and he's trying to apply it to the same thing as Anton. But and also he already got smoke for him for what happened back in the day. So I kind of understood that too. And I think oftentimes that what happened when a lot of people, when us as black people, we point out the degeneracy in the black community. If you call it out, then you trying to be white. Are you a coon? Are you trying to do this? It's like, no. Some people like, Candace Owen, I think some we have to call out the shit. And I think the issue is when somebody start calling out the shit that everybody is thinking anyway, it sounds good in the conversation to be blackly black woke, but when we seeing the shit in real practice where you eating somewhere at a nice restaurant and you got a group of girls over here twerking, we were like, yo, that's crazy, right? Have some decorum. Or we at the grocery store, these dudes, they walking with their pants hanging down, like pull your pants up. Like we seeing all this stuff in practice, and people want to say something, but when we have conversations, now it's like none of that shit exists, and we just being coons and we trying to appease white folks and all that stuff. I don't understand this thought process. Anytime black people say something about black people, we got to introduce white people. Every single time. Like that's the reason why Corey Holcomb comes out. Like, what do you say about the white men or white people? Like, no, like that's the dumbest shit ever because I don't live amongst white folks. I'm around us. So only thing I'm gonna say is if I see some stuff that's not right within what I'm seeing, majority of it's gonna be black folks. So if I live in the black community and I see things that I don't like and I call it out, why would I bring up white people? Like, why? I don't know what they do. I don't live amongst them. All I know is what I see on TV and when I walk by them at the store and they tell me roll tide because I got an Alabama shirt on. Other than that, I don't know what the fuck going on with what they doing at home or amongst each other and stuff, weird stuff that, the white boys, they be playing those games. They be hitting each other in the dick and shit and doing all that type of shit. I don't know. But I know what's going on in my community because that's what I see on a day-to-day basis. This infatuation with white people or how they move, anytime black people are calling out black people, that shit need to stop. Because is the conversation can't go nowhere. We can't even better ourselves. It's the same situation where if we talking about men and women, talk about relationships. Anytime we start saying the things that men don't like about women, right? We got to derail the conversation and talk about, well, men do it too. And now we're talking about all the times that men do it. So now it's like, okay, let's talk about the black community. Let's stay right here. We ain't got to talk about white people. But people want to introduce the white people in it every single time. And an interesting thing about this is we sit here and talk about all the stuff that people have done to us in the past. We know better. Now that we know better, why are we not doing better? We're just saying the reason why we are the way we are, and it's white people's fault. Okay, so now you know the reason why. Why are you not doing anything to change it?
Yep.
It'd be different if it was like we don't understand everything that's going on in the history and everything. Now we do, because we have a whole conversation about the history of how white people, what they did to us. So now we know why are we still doing the degenerate shit. And that's why I hate about this conversation, because they gonna do that shit. They gonna keep bringing, and hey, the dudes at the bottom, they so ignorant, bro.
Oh yeah, we gonna get that. Yeah, world class of Picasso and love,
bro. They so ignorant. It's to the point where we're like, oh shit, this is what the women be talking about. So we be sitting here having a conversation, all this stuff. they talk. The what the women when they be saying stuff, they talk about these dudes at the bottom.
Yeah, hell yeah, we really get there.
What Mimi was talking about all these dudes be online and they be saying all this shit and they probably ain't doing nothing and stuff. That's them. That's them at the bottom.
Talk about today. The floor is yours. You can respond.
Well, first of all, I wanted to say respect to the platform, and the reason that I'm coming up here is because I support all creators, regardless of whether I agree with them or not. Right? So
we already have.
I could disagree with you, but it doesn't mean that I don't want you to win. Right? So let me start there by saying respect to the platform, and that's why I'm here. The second thing is to answer you directly. I do think that you need to throw the culture away, because what I define as the culture, because I think it's a difference between Black people and Black culture, right? What we push as Black culture is the things that we celebrate the most. And definitively, most of the time, that is the worst things for us. We pedestalize, we celebrate it, we don't want to call it out, but then when somebody finally says something about it, then they become the big bad wolf. And so I don't celebrate the majority of what we as a culture like to champion is best for us. It has destroyed our households. It has destroyed our communities. And it's 10 times worse than it's ever been at any point in history. So I stand on that. I haven't changed up on that at all. I think I agree with that too. I believe that it needs to be a completely different culture, right? We celebrate jail culture, and then we down people that actually go to school every day, and we call them lames.
But Anton,
we push the worst things for ourselves, but then at the same time, you know how many people wanted to see me lose at Corey's platform? You know how many people wanted to see me lose?
Well, why, Anton? Why they want to see you lose?
Because I represent something that they are not used to seeing winning.
But that's not true, Anton. That's not why everybody wants. That's maybe by some of them do it, but everybody didn't want to see you lose because of that, bro.
That's why most people do it. If I was up here talking about some of the worst stuff ever, like we always do in our culture, I would be cool.
Anton, this
but because I stand 10 toes down,
you know what culture is.
This is why I'm disagree with you, Anton, because I go through the same thing. I go through the same thing. Everybody in this space, I just got into it with Fatty because he was saying, you need to leave this space because you want to be righteous and all that. Because I be on panels talking about real shit. I be having interviews talking about stuff that's not messy. And I don't get that support when I do that. So I don't do that.
Well,
I literally was laughed at by people in this space.
Yourself better. You need to learn how to market yourself better. That has nothing to do with.
No, I'm not talking about. I'm not even talking about, bro. I ain't even talking about numbers. I'm just talking about.
He missed out. I'm sorry. I know they're getting into it, but he missed the opportunity right there. He missed the opportunity to shift the entire conversation where he was going like, listen, bro, it ain't the fact of what you're talking about. You just got to market yourself more effectively. But I get it. But I understand what Philosophical is saying. I hear you. But sometimes, yeah, you want to have real conversations just like we do over here at the Banter Barter show. You know, we try to bring the real conversations, but we got to bring the entertainment too. But in some cases, you got to also I don't care what nobody says. Nobody is starting a YouTube platform just to be on this bitch talking. You here to make money. I don't care what nobody says. They can play that whole morale game. Oh, I'm not here for it. I'm just here as a hobbyist. Bruh, you got on here because you were hoping that people are gonna start listening to you. You hoping people are gonna follow you, and eventually it was gonna lead to some money. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care. Now if you're thinking if it's gonna make you a multi-millionaire, or if you're focusing on like, oh, I'm trying to be a multi-millionaire, cool. If you just say, look, I just want to make a few extra dollars a month, I understand, but you're still here to make money at the end of the day. So
yeah, I mean, but even by that, even if you were saying you want to talk real shit, he might just need to look inside himself, because maybe the shit he's talking about just ain't real, or you know what I mean? Just like ask your brother. That's what he talks about, real shit. He became real popular real quick. He ain't talking about no other crazy bullshit. He ain't doing no messy shit. He's talking real, like, deep shit because he knows how to do it. So if he might need to look at that too, it's like the shit he thinks he's talking about, he might just not be doing it right, or it might be the wrong audience. So that definitely can't be it.
Anybody else before I play it again?
Nah, I'll let it rock a little bit.
All right.
People rather see arguments than information. Now, if you want to say, hey, it's a better way to prevent your information, I'm always open to a suggestion. But what I'm saying is I've been on panels with just all men, bro, and they laughed at me because I said things like, they said, what's your solution, Illa? I said, I think the children is the solution. I think the children is a viable solution because we can't fix old dogs, but we can re-engineer. And
I agree with that.
But it's the thing. This space laughed at me. I was on panels with dudes and I was bringing out books about history, about culture.
The
And
difference
niggas
between
really
you and me is that I don't give a fuck about what people think about me.
No, I'm just giving you an example of how the right that I don't give a fuck me. That's why I do what I do. But
no,
I'm just giving you an example of that right that you have. I have that right as well. But that doesn't excuse, that doesn't mean I'm not going to still speak to these people with love. Like, it's still some love and empathy in me trying to relate to people because everybody is not what we see on the computer. Everybody's not what we see on the street. These people still got children, aunts and uncles and nieces and nephews. So I don't just speak the message that just, go ahead.
Some people's lineage need to die off. I don't need to support and rock out with people just because you're black. There's some people that are so degenerate and so bad for what it is that we stand for. And let's be clear. We're the only culture that forces all of us to support all of the bullshit, regardless of what everybody does. All white people don't fuck with white people. Asian people don't fuck with Asian people. They outcast them to certain cities. If you go over to Japan, if you go over to Tokyo, they got whole cities that's dedicated to motherfuckers that can't come outside, based off of the fact that they're not contributing to the culture and they're degenerate. But we're the only culture that we have to support at all just because I'm black. No, I don't.
No, I don't think we need to support all the bullshit, but we still have to give freedom.
But let me just say this. I think that what you said, as far as ruling in love, I don't believe in that. I believe that sometimes you have to completely go in to destroy all of it, and I don't feel as though I have to make it right with people that have lived their whole lives to be destroyers. Some people are not good people for people, and I believe that I can destroy it all. I think when I go into a place, I'm not looking to be friends with these niggas. I don't need to have a conversation with everybody to make it cool. And let me be very clear. When me and Corey, because a lot of people say I came in with an agenda.
I thought you did.
Corey called me and set the pace of what the agenda was going to be before I got there. I knew it was going to be smoke because he already told me that it was going to be smoke and that he had smoke for me. I knew he was going to disrespect me before he disrespected me because he had already led on. He didn't say directly, I'm going to disrespect you. He said, I got smoke for you and it's not going to, you know what I'm saying? It's not going to be one of them cool shows. So what do you think I'm going to do? You think I'm going to go in there like a deer in headlights?
Hey, I don't think he really knew.
I'm asking a question.
I don't think he did.
Because everybody
if that's the case,
they make a big deal. They make a big deal when I say that I prepared and I studied for him. I think that the real travesty is that he wasn't prepared, but yet he invited me to his studio. I flew from Detroit to LA. And so you think that I'm supposed to be the B-side. I'm supposed to be the one that's going to lose. I wasn't prepared to lose.
And prior to you coming on the show, I kind of alluded to that. Because quite frankly, like I told the brothers here, y'all both won because y'all basically have us talking about it. And the internet space, that is exactly what it's designed for, is to have people talk. Whether they're talking negative or positive does not matter. The point is, we're sitting here talking about it. So I commend y'all both on that. But to my point that I made prior to that, neither one of y'all was sitting there y'all both were doing the same thing. When you pointed out the fact that
I met his energy, bro. I never got disrespectful. Until I got disrespectful.
Hey, you ain't being honest. You came in, Anton, you came in being condescending, bro.
What did I say? Wait. What did I say that was condescending?
You came in to lose to his chat. You came in to lose to how tough his chat was, and that they not tough. That's condescending.
Because the whole chat, if you go back and watch the live, the whole chat was saying, oh, he gay, he gay, he gay, he gay, he gay.
But you just said you don't care what people say. You just said you don't care what people think, bro.
The first thing
bro.
that Anton said was that I was coming in and being disrespectful because I talked to the chat.
I said condescending. That's what I said.
Yeah, but again, bro, this is the content creator part of it, bro. Y'all again,
fantastic.
You can't say all fantastic. Let me say this.
I do every single
what
day
is that?
on every single live stream. On my own live streams, is I talk shit to the chat. I talk shit to my own chat every single day. That is not new.
Let's get off the chat. Let's get off the chat.
I want to know.
No, because one at a time, y'all. Anton here, so let's let him talk.
The first thing that Anton said was he was on time.
Disrespectful to him.
How's that disrespectful?
Prior to being told. Prior to being told that I kissed white man's ass.
Not disrespectful. It was condescending. The on-time statement, the very first statement that Anton made was
I got invited to a show.
And he was late.
Wait. I got invited to a show. I flew 4.5 fucking hours from Detroit.
So what?
Wait, give me a second.
Okay, you're right.
I flew 4 hours from Detroit. I'm there on time. Gotta wait more than a half hour for you to even arrive. That's disrespectful in itself.
Yeah, on business, demand, and everything. That's what I'm saying. How you gonna say whatever?
You could discuss that off camera, though. You could discuss that before the show started, bro. You could discuss that before the show started. If it's that big of a deal, bro, you could discuss that before the camera get to roll.
In fairness, hold on.
Y'all gotta shut the hell up.
So let me ask. So I gotta ask y'all a question real quick. I'm just trying to gauge something real quick. You know how sometimes y'all pop up a little late after the live start, right? And I'll say some shit like, "Oh, them niggas late." Do I come off as condescending, or do you know it's just awesome joking shit? Like, "Hey, bro, like, hey, man, these niggas is late. They gonna be here whenever they be here." Type shit.
No, bro, y'all late. Shit.
So these
it's also a true statement, though.
Yeah, like these niggas really trying to find something in regards to, but you being condescending because you said he was late. Well, the nigga was late and hella late at that. We ain't talking 5 minutes. This nigga was a whole hour and some change late. What you mean? So that means, so for one, I would be fucking irritated because guess what? You fucking with my time. So I'm here a whole hour and a half, but of course to his advantage, he was able to go check out the whole studio, talk to Darlene, do, you know what I'm saying, shake some hands, rub some shoulders, whatever he wanted to do behind the scene until the show started. So y'all niggas really got y'all panties in the bunch because he was kind of condescending over time because he said something about time.
So I don't know where they come from with it. If I pop up just like today, I popped up a little bit, after the mark. It's as well as it is like introducing a guest or whatever. It's just, it's kind of like a joke. Like, oh, hey, normally you on time, you late, motherfucker. You know what it is? It's not like I'm gonna kick you off because you late. So
right,
or I'm better than you or whatever.
Right.
But no, there was some behind the scenes in last week when I knew it was going live, so I already had it. Cause see, I got my phone with me.
Yeah.
Then I got a TV on my wall too, so I multitask while we streaming. Cause I still got Room 9 up. Sometimes when we streaming, whenever that kick off, and then I knew Corey was going live, so I had that up on my phone.
Yep.
It was supposed to start at 9:00. They started at like 9:20, 9:30. So it's like it don't matter how early you were to show up. If we say the cameras is rolling at this time, that's when it should get started. Which, don't get me wrong, on the other end, it's a couple shows we be waiting on to start, and them joints be starting.
That's fact. That's fact. We know.
But at the same time, I broke my bread. You didn't fly me out. Yeah. I paid my way to come to you. I paid for my room and board. I paid for my transportation and I paid for my security. And even with the security ordeal, it ain't like the security gonna sleep in the bed with you.
Right.
You hire security for when you finna pop out to certain areas, or if you finna go shopping or whatever. And a lot of those companies, they bill by the hour.
Yeah.
So if we supposed to start at this time, I got the security, I got my time clock running. Time is money. You just fucked off a half an hour of my bread because I got to pay this man for standing around when shit ain't going. You know what I mean? So he was just calling it out like, hey, I already know it's a comedian show. It's a lot of jokers in the chat, whatever. Before y'all start trying to lay into me saying that I made the show late, we're going to just clear the air right now. I was on time. That's how I seen it.
Yeah.
But even on Corey's side, I don't think he shouldn't have got bought her, because the biggest thing, like, yo, well, it's my fucking show. Like, I can be late if I want to.
Well,
so like, I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, yo, like, you still, I wouldn't even think that would be making butt hurt, because like, hey, well, my show, man.
I mean, Corey joked about it. He was like, "Oh yeah, you know, I was a little bit later." He played it off, so he wasn't really tripping on it either.
Right.
And now that we a week removed from the actual incident, and we've seen more information come out, it kind of makes sense why the vibes was like that. Because Mika's come out and she gave her old take on the ordeal, and it just sounded like shit was just being weird to begin with. Because yeah, we could just get into that after this. I'll save that for the back end. Yeah, let's just.
So y'all see what I was talking about, right?
Oh, he ain't even got there yet. It's about to though.
No, I'm saying like right there, right?
Yep.
If we watch the situation unfold, Corey wasn't tripping on that.
Fact.
Corey wasn't tripping on it.
Yeah, he
You
wasn't
talking about out of the whole ordeal, where was he disrespectful at any point in time? Where was he where did it begin, and how disrespectful it was? Him saying, well, I'm on time, compared to kissing the white man ass. Come on, bro. And it's just a situation. The thing is, those dudes don't like Anton, so they trying to find any little small thing to make him wrong. And I ain't saying who, because both of them did what they did. We already know what that whole ordeal. They did what they did, but Corey was on some shit. He was late. So like these dudes, the dudes at the bottom, bro, they just don't like Anton, and they are part of the crew of Hate Anton crew. So it don't matter how much sense he makes, they gonna say some dumb shit.
They kind of got women arguments.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's why I'm saying these are the type of dudes that Mimi talking about. Okay, if it's girls on a panel, if this was in reverse, they would have been like, hey man, men, that's how we talk to each other. It ain't no big deal. It ain't that crazy. But now it's all men on the panel. Him saying that he late. Oh my God, that's the worst shit ever. Like, it's time to fight.
He's poking fun. Poking fun at me.
Exactly. We'll tell the women, hey man, this is how men talk. If you late, you late. It's not about, I was right. It is what it is, but you worrying about the tone of it.
Right.
We ain't worrying about that. You was late. Now, because they don't like Anton. Oh, you saying it was being condescending? Shut your bitch ass up, bro. like, bro, like, dog. I can't stand dudes like that, bro. It irks me, bro.
All right, fellas.
Why do you think that he was complaining about the conversation that I had with Darlene for a long time before he even got there? You know why I was able to do that? Is because he wasn't there.
Yeah, he was late.
The reason why I was able to have so much conversation and get toured on the whole facility and find out who owned it and learn all about what it is that's going on and see how his production team worked and kick it with Darlene and get every single piece of information is because he wasn't there. That's not my fault. That's the you fault.
So what are you trying to expose by doing that?
No, I said, what did I do that was disrespectful prior to being told?
Before we got to the disrespectful part, we asked about the condescending. The first thing that they said was the chat. But hold on, Anton. The condescending thing you did, the very first thing you said was condescending, which was I was on time, which was something you could have discussed afterwards. But you came there with the identity that you were gonna win something.
That's unfair.
Listen.
So
he told me. Listen to what I'm. He already explained what he was trying to do.
He already told me on the phone he wanted this to be an explosive, volatile, and he wanted this to be emotional. He told me, listen, this is the honest to God truth.
Can you prove that?
No, listen to what
let him talk, y'all. Let him talk.
Listen to what I'm about to say.
Yeah.
One of the things that he told me when I first got on the call is, I hope you don't record phone calls. I said, why? I said, what is that? I said, I don't record no phone calls. I said, you ain't never seen me drop no receipts on nobody's phone calls. He said, because, I want to set the stage of how things is going to go. First thing he started to do is he started to talk about all of the niggas that he didn't like. I'm not going to say that out loud because that ain't got nothing to do.
That ain't important.
The second thing that he said was what he wanted the show to be like. He knew it was going to be volatile. He knew it was going to be problems. He didn't want me to agree with him. And he wanted it to actually be some real fireworks in there.
Okay. That's fine.
Let me
Hold on. Okay. If you set the stage for how you want it to go, it's your show, it's your studio, it's your production team. You say you want me to be there. I got the text messages from Phil of exactly the time that I had to be there. I'm sitting there waiting, all of this stuff. Why are y'all making so many excuses for a grown man not being able to meet the expectation?
Exactly. Let me ask this question. Oh, let me ask this question. Let me ask this question.
Monster, let me jump in real quick. I'm gonna say this.
Good at.
Because I don't want to be petty because we can get to the meat of the shit. If that's the case, unfairness, I'm not. Nobody can say I'm unfair. We already know our history is well documented. If Corey was late,
serious today, but that was crazy.
I'm not feeding.
You just saying I was on time is minor, in my opinion. In that instance, that's wrong. We should just move on. If that's what happened behind the scenes, and all you said was you was late. I think that's like. It's null and void at that point, that aspect, but it's a lot to unpack in this conversation.
I have a question.
Wait. Here's the real question, because see, y'all only talk about how I responded. What did I do to warrant a nigga saying to me that I kissed white man's ass?
Well, you kept avoiding the question. Hold on, let me make this statement.
Go ahead, Boss.
I got a statement to make because I gotta run in a little bit. But when I first got on, I specifically said you can't police someone's response to disrespect. I said that. So whatever someone says or does that triggers you in a way that's disrespectful, they don't have a right to determine how you respond to their disrespect. But I agree. But what I wanted to say though, my question for you, Anton, is this. You spoke about how certain aspects of Black culture is toxic, how it needs to die, and I understand
the majority of what it is yes.
For sure. And you don't really care about, what people think, so on and so forth. However, I must say, do you think the display that you both had is a good image and positive and beneficial to the image of Black men based on what's already said about the levels of ignorance or toxicity that people say we display? Wouldn't that be a part of the negative elements of Black culture that you are against?
No, absolutely not.
Could you explain?
Is because I believe that people need to understand that intellect and the nerd, because I champion myself as being a nerd, that it's cooler to be the nerd than it is to be the guy that he is.
Okay, so what about
the message that people receive is that the bully get bullied when they don't have themselves ready and prepared intellectually, and it shows that the leaders and the people that we follow is trash. And so I don't give a fuck about what other people think about me. As far as like outsiders, what people will say is the image of Black people. The only thing I care about is how am I affecting other people as far as changing the narrative of what we should be and how we should be as far as what we champion is the best thing for the culture. That's the only thing I care about. I don't give a fuck about what nobody else thinks.
So do you think that was a good display? So you think that was a good display of what Black culture should be? Two Black men, Mandingo fighting, using profanity against each other, cursing each other out, You know, do you think that was a good display of what Black masculinity should be, as opposed to, because to me it seemed like that's the same thing. That's already. Hold on, let me finish. Let me. But what was intellectual about that? Because to me, the display was very similar to what we see on Zeus Network or any other Black media-based show, in terms of the dialogue being toxic, disrespectful to one another. Because my position is that you both took L in that regard.
Right.
You know, I understand you had an agenda, he had an agenda, but to me, it just wasn't a good look. I understand you don't care, but not caring still doesn't speak to the fact of what needs to change in Black culture as far as the nonsense and the toxicity. And I think that was a further display of that.
So what I think you need to go back and study the tape.
But even more importantly,
what I took from it is it was intellectual until it wasn't. It was a conversation until one person couldn't substantiate their argument, and then they started to throw insults. But see, what I believe is false about the whole situation is that this isn't a Black thing. This isn't just a white thing. This isn't anything. This is a man thing. And when somebody call you an insult, I don't think it's a bad thing to stand up for yourself. When somebody say, hey, move out the way, and they pull up their chair like they're going to do something, I don't think it's a bad thing for you to stand up for yourself. So I met energy. It was an intellectual conversation until it wasn't. And when somebody got frustrated, they called you out your name. And instead of me saying, well, you know what? I'm going to turn the other cheek, I decided not to.
We got it, fellas.
Okay.
We gotta find a word for a whole bunch of niggas when they start talking at one time. You know how we call women hyenas? We gotta find the words for dudes that just start talking like a bunch of females all at one time because they got triggered off some shit that somebody say. We gotta figure that out.
Definitely did.
Gotta do one at a time. He's here. We ain't got a trip. He showed up. To my surprise, because I thought this was way too small for you, but you pulled up. So respect. So let's.
Hey, I got one.
Respect.
You remember on Finding Nemo? Mine.
The seagulls.
Seagulls. We're gonna call them seagulls, bro. That's exactly what they did.
We're gonna say nigga seagulling.
They seagulling. Mine.
Now I gotta get the I gotta go ahead and get the damn thing.
Get the clip.
Yeah, you gotta get the clip. Mine. Hey, look, and then that's the situation where us as men, when we be on these panels, we be trying to have a conversation and say the difference between men and women. They literally didn't listen to nothing he said. They was waiting till he got done just to respond. They couldn't wait. They did it all at one time.
Only I will a little bit disagree with. I do agree with. I agree with Anton was saying about stand up for yourself, but he still could have answered a little bit more like truthfully. That's not a good look for Black people. That whole arguing shit wasn't a good look. He could have answered like I think that way, but what he said was correct. Like, yo, you got to stand up for yourself for sure. But the way that whole shit went down is not a good look, though.
I disagree with that, bro. I don't think it was bad, bro. I really don't, because it could be a lot worse. I think we walk on eggshells so much as a Black community, bro, that we can't even have a debacle with each other without some type of thing like, oh, here go these monkeys again. These niggas is acting wild. And I think about it though. Do they get it more from the way that we look? Do we hear it more from our community, or do we hear it from other people?
But what we can hear from other people for sure.
I'm talking about majority of the time when we say we looked bad as a collective, do we hear from other races or do we hear from?
Oh, no, we hear from our own people.
We hear from our.
So we ain't look bad.
Yeah, so technically, so we didn't look bad. We just think we do because we're so focused on what everybody in every other race thinks we look like, but they ain't even studying us.
Well, let me not say we look bad. It should have never went that way. But like I said, I agree with what he's saying. You stand up for yourself. If someone can handle a conversation and they get well, they can't fucking get in elections, start getting stupid. They want to go to insults. Yeah, you meet them there. You can handle both your side on both ends. I agree 100%. All I'm saying is, if you look at it in any situation, it could be any other people, white people, whatever. If you come to a situation where you're supposed to sit down and have a conversation about something and hash it out, it should have never gotten that way. That it should have never gotten there.
Yeah.
But I do, like I said, I don't think it should have went any other way. I don't think Anton should have backed down. I don't think he should have been a bigger person, if you want to call it a bigger person, to like not address it. I think he did everything right. Well, he did it.
I think I don't see nothing wrong with it. I don't think it made us as black men look bad, because us as black men, we didn't have that type of argument right there happen in the barbershop too. It ain't nothing happened back in the day.
That's true. I ain't think about that.
Even worse, and it's about sports. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's about sports, and it's like, dudes, we've just been sitting there laughing and shit while they be going in. We should be sitting there laughing. But I think what it is, it just right now is more of a internet thing, and then you had Anton fans, you had 5150 fans, and then you had people that's fans of both, and it was just entertainment at the end of the day. Because as he said in the beginning, he said he wanted to be kind of like explosive and all that type of stuff. So he knew what type of thing he wanted. He wanted that. And if you're gonna sit here and tell me, okay, that's what you want, I'm gonna find openings to be provocative. And that was when you called me out of my name. Well, he ain't calling my name when he said you kissing the white man ass. All right, I see. That's my cue to get it up there, because this is what he wanted.
Yeah.
But he was ready though. But the guys at the bottom, like I told y'all, the guys at the bottom, when you saw them, one dude was twisting and turning as Anton was talking. He was like this.
To my bald head dude, talking Picasso.
Yeah, bro, like, you a grown man tossing and turning because another grown man giving his perspective when, like, you wasn't there. He was there. And we all know when you actually in the midst of a situation, we can sit here and be in the skybox and see everything and what the quarterback should have did, and he should have threw it to this guy and he should have did. But when you in the midst of it, you don't see it like how we looking at it, how we watching it. You in the mode, you were there, and you got this grown man. You know the tension when you talking to another guy and he's saying some disrespectful shit to you in your face. That's totally different. He talking about, man, you could have said that in the back somewhere. Come on, bro. I'm a grown man. I'm gonna address it right here. What are you talking about?
But it's funny how people say what you should have did to not have someone fucking crash out. Like you know what I'm saying? It's always like the one who did the right shit. There's so much shit you could have done to not have him crash the fuck out because he was wrong, and he couldn't handle his emotions. You know what I'm saying?
I just don't understand how they can see everything that Corey did and only look at Anton for how he reacted.
Yeah,
they don't say nothing Corey could have did better. Like how he said, "Oh, him being condescending," he could have said that after the show. Well, Corey, he could have saved that kissing the white man ass shit after the show too.
You know what this is what this reminds me of? This is a perfect example of like when motherfuckers say you should never hit a woman, but she said some fucked up shit to you and did a whole bunch of fucked up shit to you. But once you react and do something, you're the fucked up one. Even though she did all this other shit to you and fucking riz your ass up and to get you where you got and you got there, then you the fucked up one. All that shit she did is out the door now.
No, I say a better one. I say a better one, bro. I know y'all done seen this situation play out plenty of times where two guys in an argument, it looked like it's actually about to be a fight, right? One dude talking a whole bunch of stuff and this, that, and the third. Now, he probably is shorter, a little smaller. He slapped the bigger guy. and everybody pushing the bigger guy back because they know how he can fuck him up, fuck the other person up.
Mhm.
But everybody keep telling him he need to calm down.
Right.
But they were letting old buddy do everything he wanted to do. The little small dude, whatever he wanted to do, say what he wanted to say. He talked about his dead brother and all that type of shit. Ain't nobody do nothing. Soon as the little dude smacked the bigger guy, now the bigger guy, now you done got him there. Everybody telling him to calm down. Hey, bro, chill out, bro. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it, bro. You getting too mad. Nah, it's up there now.
Yeah. And all, it's this you usually don't see this other dudes fighting like with this sort of like ideology. I don't know, man. It's crazy.
All I'm gonna say is
I ain't have time last time, cuz, but today I got time now, cuz.
yeah, R.I.P. to that dude. That dude was a legend. All I'm gonna say is it's 9 p.m. right now, and Corey still ain't live, so he late again.
Right.
But on the real, the thing is, people need to start coming online. If you're gonna come online, you can't be jumping up here all the time with preconceived biases and notions. The problem is y'all want Anton to be wrong so bad that y'all ain't even gonna listen to nothing as to how he was right. If for me, like I said, I did my review. I'm gonna drop it after the pod. I didn't edit shit, so it's gonna be glitchy and stuff. I ain't edit nothing. I just did a raw recording and called it what it is, just like how we be on the live
type shit.
You getting the raw takes, no cuts.
Serious today, but that was crazy.
I'm not
that was
feeding.
crazy.
I'm not feeding. I'm not
Okay.
feeding.
I said pause, right? But the thing is, right? To me, honestly, like I said in my take, it did start with Anton jumping it off as far as that day went, because Corey was so pressed about the white man that he was like, oh, well, what did you say about the white man? Anton was like, I said a lot. Corey immediately followed up like, no, what did you say about them today?
Mm-hmm.
And that's when it kind of went left field. Because on the pod, up until that point, yeah, if you want to say there was a cape or whatever, it is what it is. But at the same time, it was a level of disrespect for you to be like, okay, no, being that you're not calling them out right now, that you're kissing their ass. That's still inviting somebody to privates. I'm from New York. You already know. Anything SMD is automatic friction off the rip. So I get where people coming from with that, but it was the same thing. If you said kiss my ass to the wrong person, you were still getting packed out. Pause. So so it was like, okay, you said something, you can't be mad that I leveled it up. If you gonna give, you got to be able to receive.
Show that picture, brother.
Serious today, but that was crazy.
I'm not
that was
feeding.
crazy.
I'm not feeding. I'm not
Okay.
feeding.
This nigga is going crazy
No,
right now.
no, I'm saying like the picture of Corey when he was like,
oh shit.
He's like, no, you sucking the dick. You sucking the dick of everybody. He said, hold on now.
You're like, what?
Oh yeah, he glitched. He hit a That's So Raven. He froze. That man froze real time.
He's like, what did this nigga say?
He was like, sure. I think he was stunned. Should I say something?
Yeah, you're like, what? Oh.
But that's the problem. That's the problem. Once it was told that, hey, you said it first, so I escalated it. Then, for the sake of entertainment and conversation, Corey should have let it rock, knowing that that's not really what he was on. But for the sake of ego, this shit went to where it went to. But I ain't gonna cook too long because this clip is type long, so I'm gonna let it play some more because it do get a little bit juicier in a minute.
All right, bet.
Yo.
Yeah, but he going crazy right now.
God.
He going.
You said it was. Hold on. He said it was type long, and then he gonna wait because it's gonna get juicy, bro.
Hey yo.
Hey, yo, word to Bubba, Sean. You watch your mouth. You talking real spicy right now, Sean.
Hey, we wilding right now.
We're not going to have a Corey versus Anton part 2 or Illa versus Anton part 2. We just talking about what we agree with and we don't, but we got to be in our proper body and go one at a time. So the floor is going to go to Picasso and then Fantastic. All right.
I only got like a half hour because I got to get ready.
No, you ain't. I got you. I got you.
Okay, so you just said you came in at you matched energy. I want to challenge you. You didn't match the final energy. I believe you saved yourself through optics by looking like you matched energy.
How do you know?
Because you didn't say it again.
I said it 3 times.
No, when he was in your face.
You want me to put a pen on my shoulder and say,
hold on. Anton, this is the part that everybody missed. When he got in your face, he took time. He said, do you want to go there? I don't know all the verbatim, right? But when he put that mic down, he said, say it again. Since you wanted to say, since you wanted to provoke that level of energy, you should have said it again since you wanted to match that energy. Going outside is not matching that energy. Saying it again is matching that energy, Anton. And that's what real men do.
Listen, bro.
Hold on. Anton, let me finish my part. Because you only got 30 minutes. You only got 30 minutes. Look, if somebody comes to you in your face and said, hey, you said some shit from over there, but I'm in your face and I don't want to tear my shit up and I don't want to derail my brand. No. But guess what? A man gives another man a chance to pop some shit off if he really want to, because sucking the dick of black people is popping some shit off. But he came to your face and he said, say it again, brother. Say it again.
Jesus Christ. So you gonna give me a chance to respond, or you just want to get it out?
Bro. You ain't.
We just matching energy until he wasn't.
Hey, Fantastic. Chill out. Go ahead, Anton.
You telling me to chill out, nigga? I'm the only one.
Hold on. We ain't gotta argue. Here's the thing. Here's where I'm from. It may be a little bit different than where you're from. Where I'm from, we don't have to go up to a person and say, we don't need nobody to put a battery in our back to do whatever it is that we feel. If we feel disrespected, we disrespect it. So it's either you're going to do something or you don't. Here's the key. I'm not there to fight. I'm not there to be a tough guy.
But you were. You provoked something.
You gonna let me finish?
Yeah, let him talk. Please let him talk.
You gonna let me finish? I'm not there to be the tough guy. I'm also not there to fuck up your platform. Because the one thing that we know for sure, and the two things is for certain, is YouTube do not fuck around when people fight. Okay. They don't fuck around with porn and they don't fuck around with fighting. They will demonetize you, they will remove you, and your platform will be completely gone. That's just the facts. So what I told him is that, listen, I'm gonna respect your platform. That's what I said, word for word. I said, I'm gonna respect your platform. In the midst of all, when he said it again, I said, nah, listen, I said, man, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. You ain't tough. I don't think you're gonna do nothing, but I'm gonna respect your platform. That's what I said out of my mouth verbatim. Okay, and I said, all right, listen. The minute
y'all let Fantastic get in it, he ain't gonna be here that long.
Okay. The minute that he put the microphone down, I said, because apparently to me, that means it ain't no more talking. All right, well, we can go outside with this shit.
Oh man, come on.
That's exactly.
Let him speak his speech. Fantastic jump in there, and then I want to talk to you before you leave.
Let me go after Fantastic. Yeah, bro. Come on, bro.
Right.
So
Fantastic, go ahead.
Yeah, so first and foremost, y'all are only assessing this in the moment. This is Corey's brand, okay? Corey disrespects black people all the time, specifically black people 99% of the time, okay? So if and when he goes there and Anton's giving you some behind-the-scenes shit where he said, hey, bro, hey, it's going to be smoke, it's going to be whatever, and again, he's going there with content. It's not Anton. We already said this. Anton is away. He don't have no home court advantage. He's in the belly of the beast. He's in the fucking lion's den. And then you start saying some wild shit. The whole point of Corey, y'all saying Corey won or he and what? No, Corey didn't win anything. Corey's whole point was to punk Anton from jump. All right, he's the pudgy internet nigga. It's not tough. So he gonna say some shit. I'm gonna take it there because I know I can't defeat him intellectually. Y'all keep talking about the intellect or lack the intellect. he missed what Anton said several times just from the political thing. He said, hey man, local elections. He kept talking about national. Corey doesn't even have a fundamental understanding of politics, bro. So again, this is where Anton is right in the point of where the comedians and the athletes and the people that don't know shit about the shit niggas need to care about are the people that speak for and represent everybody, bro. Okay.
Can I ask y'all a question? Can I ask y'all a question?
Let me do this real quick, bro. Because like I said, I ain't saying shit. Everybody hasn't got their shit in. Now, Anton, the provoking part, right? Cool, fine. Where I'm from, Anton, where most niggas from, niggas don't get in your face like that. Okay. You again, where the man shit, we gonna talk about man shit. You should have never allowed yourself to be in a position where a man is standing over you, domineering over you, sit down in front of you, and then wave his hands and do all this fucking Tony Yayo shit or whatever. Now, I think you did fucking do the best thing once the opportunity presented itself to create space and distance and get up and whatnot, what have you. But at the end of the day, neither one of y'all wanted to fight, bro. You didn't want to fight. Corey's fucking 58 years old. You're not trying to fight. And again, at the end of the day, it worked out for the best part for you because you're the full-time content creator.
Exactly.
And Corey does a fucking podcast one time a week.
Exactly.
In life, in every situation.
Here we go.
In every, what do you mean here? What are you talking about, bro?
Just
finish. Just finish.
Go ahead,
brother. Because I can sense when people already is a fan of maybe Corey Holcomb, or they're unable to make an objective assessment, right?
True.
And that's when they start to reply before I even say what I'm gonna say. You got to let me finish, right? In life, in no fight that I've ever had in my entire life, elementary school, middle school, high school, brothers, nephews, uncles, I've never wanted to fight. I don't know many people that want to get into a confrontation just off a GP. It doesn't mean that I'm not going to do what I got to do if I got to do it. That's the whole point. Everybody keeps saying, man, you didn't want to scrap. I know, nigga, I came up there for a conversation. Of course I didn't want to scrap. That wasn't the goal.
So can I ask the question real quick? Hold on. Let me respond.
That's crazy.
So this is, like I said, and this is my problem. This is my issue.
It wasn't even, listen, it wasn't even about winning or losing.
Absolutely not. I agree.
It's not about winning or losing. I done lost, I done won. It's not about winning or losing. It's about, listen, if you really about that life, because I never asked to switch chairs. I never went up to him and got in his face. If this is what you about, then let's really find out.
You was talking greasy shit.
The thing that niggas ain't having a conversation about is when I stood up, he sat down.
Yeah, but he said, get your bitch ass out of here. You and your bitch. Like, I don't even want to keep talking about that part.
That's the end. That's the way.
Yeah, that's the end. But I'm saying he said in your face. But this is my issue, Anton. This is
my up to run.
My issue. My point is this. It's a way to do.
Who said I stood up to run? Who said
I did. You, the one that right next to you, you stood up to run.
Yeah. Bro, let me say
you were
this.
escaping.
I'm gonna say this.
He's an escape
I sat
artist.
right back down.
Yeah.
I don't believe that the overwhelming majority of you niggas that comment on this shit really would throw hands in real life.
I would. With you.
Listen.
Nobody.
It's a lot of Monday morning quarterbacks. I don't believe that I have never in my life.
What's that belief based on?
I had millions of people that agree with me and disagree with me. I have never seen not one of you niggas ever say
Stop
anything
talking tough,
to me. Hold on, wait.
Let him rap.
You the guest. Y'all talking about me. So let me get my shit off because ain't nobody coming to hear about you. I have never ran into any one of you niggas in real life and ever heard none of y'all niggas say that y'all had a problem and that y'all wanted to throw hands. So let's be clear. Stop that tough guy.
You can't run.
Everybody stop that tough guy shit, bro. Stop the tough guy shit.
Well,
you would
Anton,
never even be able to get close.
Oh, that's the world-class dude who was in the live stream Saturday, huh? And Dan Shelley, hey, guys,
hold on. Is that Buddy?
Yeah,
that's him.
Hey, that's the dude I said he a lame like 3 times.
Yeah.
And it was on the topic. I said it 3 times. What now? Because he was talking about that he got he ain't said it. Anton ain't say it again. I'm like, how many times somebody got to call you something? He got to call you 4 times. Okay, I got it. Now he got to call you something 4 times for you to get busy. That's crazy. So I called him a lame 4 times. And I said, okay, I did it. What now? And he was like, who are you?
Yeah.
Hey,
Cool.
while we're here on some petty shit, it is 9:15. It's still not live.
Bro, for real?
Well, I've been trying to see because I got room 9 on. I'm waiting to see if AD drop off to maybe like, you know,
to pop on with him.
Yeah, just go pop in over there for like 20-30 minutes.
I don't think Intel gonna do it because Intel said he don't do nothing unless it's in person. He don't do internet no more. So unless he all the way there again, I don't believe he gonna do it.
I mean, that's true too, but
my thing is, this whole thing makes sense because this is where the degenerate behavior comes in. One of the things that martial artists always talks about: remove yourself from the situation. Just because you know how to fight, that doesn't mean you necessarily have to. Do everything you possibly can to de-escalate the situation. The only time that you should be able to use your hands and actually fight is when you have to actually defend yourself.
Yeah, that's combat 101.
Exactly. So all of these niggas up here talking about, oh, I'm ready to fight you, half these niggas don't even know how to throw hands in the first fucking place. Niggas be doing out, niggas up here fighting like this and type shit. Like, nigga, who the fuck fights like this, my G? You feel me? So they gotta cut this shit out.
Yeah.
Oh, buddy, that squirming in the chair definitely don't know how to fight. Every time Intel start talking, man.
Folks don't know the art of de-escalation, and if that's Picasso of the South, then I know his painting is doo-doo. Because that boy twitching like he got Tourette's. But another thing that we do need to stop doing is this whole CPT bullshit that we be on, colored people time. That shit gotta die.
I agree.
I mean, look at it over here. When Courtney said a show starting at 7:05, it starts at 7:05. When it starts at 9:05, it starts at 9:05.
Yeah.
If there's any adjustment to the calendar, it might be a 3 o'clock, whatever. I mean, adjust for your time zone. But when he says it's gonna start, it starts at that time, whether everybody's ready or not. It's still a business at day's end. So when you got people waiting, expecting you at 9 o'clock and you not there. See, one thing that I liked about Kevin Samuels is he had his time where he'd go live, and if he wasn't there, he at least had the background shit running to where everybody could have still assembled in the chat and whatnot until he cuts the camera on. But at least when you showed there, you were able to walk into the lobby.
Yeah.
When you tell somebody that you got a time for something and they pull up and you're not there when you're supposed to be there, that's the equivalent of going to a business at 10:30 in the morning when it's literally written on the door that they open at 10 and the door is locked.
Yep.
Like, I don't give a fuck what y'all got going on in there. This door needs to be open. This is y'all business hours.
Yep.
So we need to start taking stuff more seriously. Like, it don't matter. I get it. Life does happen to people and yada, yada, yada. But if we're going to be entrepreneurs, we need to be on time, because everybody be preaching support black business and all that. This is a part of the black business that makes it hard to support sometimes. You want to go get a haircut, the barber talking about, oh, my bad, I was dropping off my man. Fuck them kids, bro. You said my appointment was at this time. I had shit lined up too. Like, you know what I mean? The Metro bus can't be late. So,
and you got the nerve to have a 24-hour no refund policy too, or I gotta pay you $50 if I tell you too late that I can't come. Nah, G, that means this shouldn't be a free haircut then if that's the case.
Yeah, then you pull up later and you like, oh, can you give me like 15 minutes so I can eat real quick? Like, nah, nigga. I'm 45 minutes in the hole right now. Pause. You fucking up my schedule.
Wow, boy. 6 for 6.
Hey, this one of them shows, man.
Hey, bro, what the hell? Come on, Rob, bro. You tripping tonight, dog. You ain't never you ain't do this video, bro. God, dog, boy. Boy, you trying to go for a high score tonight, boy.
Hey, that boy Corey got that shit in the air. Flagrant.
That boy said type long, and I'm gonna wait till it get nice and juicy. That was crazy.
Hey, yo.
And don't tell me what you would have
You're
did.
funny, man.
Don't tell me what you would have did. You would never do no shit in real life. We not going with that shit. Stop the wood picking.
You wouldn't say
Well,
you
well,
dick in my face.
Well, I'm under that. Go ahead, Ella. You got it. You got it, Ella. No, come on, bro. Come on.
What I'm gonna say is this. What I'm gonna say is this.
We're going to have a
Picasso, I got you,
conversation.
but that's a waste of time.
It's only a couple niggas on here that I believe with those niggas. If we gonna have a conversation and y'all want to talk about what's fruitful for the community, why are we? Because I don't even believe that people want to hear that shit. We are talking 95% of the time on what I would do if I wanted to. Y'all had an opportunity to ask me any fucking question that y'all want to. And that's how I know that the community is degenerate, that y'all don't really want a solution.
Anton, hold on, y'all. But Anton, what did I say?
Philosophical and the other guy is the only ones that brought up anything that was relevant as far as how it is that we can progress the community. Y'all are more interested in talking about who woulda, coulda, shoulda on the scrap.
No.
Hold on. With that being said, let me respond. That's my thing. Because I'm not no super tough guy, but if we was around each other when that shit happened, bro, it would have went left. But that was 3 years ago.
Probably.
That's 3 years ago.
I think that you and maybe Mr. Fantastic tops.
But when it comes, but my issue with
that's disrespectful right there.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's disrespectful right there. Hey, bro. You don't know nobody on here.
Honestly, he's great.
Let Ella rock.
This is greatness in order for you to grow in this space. I'm talking about on some content creation shit. You got to get control of the emotions of the men that you have on your panel, bro.
That's not an emotion.
Because they don't.
I mean, respectfully, Anton, I see a lot worse.
Didn't you run Fight Club?
Than I see on my shit, bro.
You just made a
hold on, please, everybody. On my show, bro. It's gonna be some.
I'm talking about you got an opportunity to put this shit up and get a lot of views and all of that, and they want to be the main character instead of ask their questions. I'm talking purely on content, purely on some content shit.
And that's my problem, Anton. I'm not all the way into that mindset because my thing is, not saying you're wrong, but my thing is, I try to have organic conversations, not just online conversations. And in real life, things get testy. In real life, sometimes I just don't let nobody get disrespected. I'm not letting nobody get called a bitch or a hoe. If you watch, I'm sure you don't watch my channel, but I don't have none of that.
Listen, I watch everything, bro.
Well, you should know I don't do that. I don't have no type of
right here, right now.
You said what?
I'm talking about in this conversation right now. If it's
just ask the question.
When people come on my platform, let's say Myron, some people don't like him, some people do like him. You know what we do? We shut up and we let him talk. We extend the grace because he's the person that is going to bring all of the views because of his he's the guest on a platform that people are not willing to that haven't been used to seeing on the platform.
So you a clout chaser.
We had no idea you was going. I feel you right. I had no idea.
Philosophical, I'm out. I'm gonna holler at you, bro. Listen, philosophical.
Let him talk.
Philosophical. Hit me up.
I want you to
email me philosophical.
Let him talk, Sean. Let him talk.
Philosophical. Email me. We'll do a one-on-one live stream together, and I'll answer any question that you got that you want to answer. That way you can get the clips. That way you can get all of the anything that you want to get off, and we can have a conversation individually.
I respect that, and that's a bet. Don't. You gotta unblock me though.
What are you talking about? I ain't blocked you on
the gram, but it's all good. Just unblock
on the gram. No. Email me. I don't know who's blocked or what.
What's your email?
I don't even really run my Instagram. But email me. Just email me at antondaniels413@gmail.com. We'll chat.
antondaniels413@gmail.com.
Yeah.
I got you. Thank you for pulling up. I'm gonna hit you up very soon.
Anton, before you go, can I just make this point?
Yeah. What's up, Sean?
You made very valid points, and I come from the background of the entertainment industry. And
I'm gonna pause it. I'm gonna pause it right there. Any thoughts on this? Because I want to play this other video that Rob brought up.
This is just comic. This is comic relief that I brought up.
but any thoughts on this situation before we go to it?
Nah, same old, bro. They just up there. They don't like Anton, so they trying to nitpick every little small thing that he could have did. But ain't none of them on just like he said, ain't none of them on his level to even do what he doing. So I ain't saying like we ain't trying to like glaze or nothing like that. But I'm just like y'all just up here talking, saying saying what another grown man should have did in a hostile situation. Like us as men, we supposed to sit back and be like, yeah, it could have went left, but both of them they was saying they shit, and it is what it is. Nah, we gotta show how much of a bitch somebody was.
Yeah, nah. Oh, go ahead, Marcus.
Yeah, that was just quick. Yeah, that I mean, it just reminded me of just like that one review with Aisha when what's his name came on the panel, like when she went on when he asked like hey, like you bored or what are you asking, and she fucking pretty much ruined the whole goddamn thing. It's almost like the same thing. I think Philosophical lost. He could have had a good stream there because he had Anton on, and they were just sitting there bitching at him all the time. So like you said, at the end, he's got to control that shit. He's got to think about his money.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I got.
Shit, it's a whole week later. They firing both of them up right now in the chat on 5150.
Man, my last before they go crazy in the core hole, we'll probably just turn it over to that one, and we'll probably tap into this one, the next one. But at the end of the day, a lot of these cats, they're displaying exactly what people talk about already, the degenerate behavior that Anton always talk about. Well, my thing is shout out to Illa, you know what I'm saying? Because he was doing his thing, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't trying to tag no, he was just being a host or whatever the case may be. And I think if he started looking at it from the business side of things and understanding how to operate and market himself more effectively, his channel is gonna blow the fuck up. It's gonna be dope. Because you can still have real conversations, but you still gotta understand the business side of it. You still gotta have a little entertainment. Yeah, I get it. You want to be real, but throw some entertainment in there too, bro. Nobody just want to sit there and just want you to just be philosophical. You know what I'm saying? You want to have real conversation, but it's just boring and nobody wants to stay and listen because there's no entertainment. There's no entertainment there. So yeah, sometimes you got to spruce it up a little bit. I get that. So and just understanding the type of people that you bring onto your panel to, niggas who already had a disdain and they weren't even trying to ask questions. They just wanted to go for the attack mode instead of just asking questions to get to the root of the situation.
And that's the thing too, because it's like when we have the ladies up here and we get into the whole what's that shit that they be talking about? Not the counseling. What's that shit?
Therapy.
The therapy. Yeah, talking about the therapist and all that bullshit. The whole reason, like, I do understand, the 5% that actually need it. But it's like, I say at times, the majority of people, especially like, when it comes between like relationship dynamics, you see somebody and you just like, you wonder why they so bad or whatever, but it's just something that's off. It's like some people are as old as their earliest trauma. So a lot of these motherfuckers, they probably got beat up and they couldn't fight. So now every fight that they see, it just make them horny. Like they just want to see some action. They want to see someone get beat up because it remind them when they got their ass beat.
Yeah.
Because it ain't no reason as to why, like, y'all want to see a physical altercation between a 40-year-old and a 50-year-old when there's bigger fish to fry. There's actual issues going on that we need to attack. You know what I mean? Like, we just covered the whack Panthers. We covered black people saving this white dude, and he's still out here acting as if, if it wasn't for them, he'd be on, like, I heard somebody got stabbed or something. I don't know if it was him himself or one of the people that was with him, but somebody got patched up. So if them black folk ain't step in the way and get you up out of there, you would just be another name in the memory of the internet. Like, we gonna forget about you next week because something else gonna happen. So the thing is, I get the whole, we get excited over violence and we want this and that, or this person been dogging you so long because you can't match his work ethic, you can't match his bank account, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't be a positive influence on your neighborhood and your community or whatever. So you just want to see them get beat up or whatever. That's cool and all. But at the end of the day, we got issues that we need to address. So yeah, if you really want to zoom out and say it's goofy on both ends, yeah, you want to say whatever you can. But when you have the person on your panel, you still ain't asking like, oh, well, why do you say this and that about the community? You couldn't even focus on topics you wanted to get off because you just, oh, well, when you was up there, you sure ain't say that shit again. Like, how many times I got to tell you that you a bitch before you believe you a bitch? Like, let's be for real.
The crazy thing is, wrong. They acting like they know Corey personally, and they taking up for his homeboy, saying, "Hey, you ain't doing these. Corey don't know none of these dudes."
Fact.
And they talking like they know him personally, and they was there. Like
that's a fact too. And on some ignorant hood shit, if I was still stuck in the Bronx or whatever, on some ignorant hood shit, Anton called Corey more of a bitch than Corey made Anton look like one. Because one thing for sure and two things for certain is if we in the middle of confrontation, it's the heat of the battle, don't break eye contact with me. Don't turn your back on me. Off body language alone, Anton stood up, was comfortable enough to turn. I don't give a fuck if y'all want to say there was security there or whatever, because even Corey over there crying about security, the shit is stupid to me because at the end of the day, if you really wanted to do something, it's a video circulating online right now where a girl knocked another girl out. If you will look at the full clip of that knockout, the cops was right there behind her. They watched the entire thing. She slept.
Yo, got punch.
I'm talking about One Punch Man slept shorty, and the cops was right there. So security is not an excuse. Like this man flew from his city to your studio. You have your employees and stuff there. So just off GP, you rolling more deep than he is, security or not. It'll look real bad if security shoots you in your studio. So I doubt that if he was armed, he gonna shoot you. Best case scenario is he gonna try and break y'all up. But Anton was in the Lions Den. Y'all, I mean, we seen Craig pulled up. Craig said he blocked off the drive and hopped the fence and came off in there. So, you know, at the end of the day, he could have got jumped in that situation. He took the high road and left, and then y'all like, oh, well, this, that, and the third. All because y'all want to see some combat. Like, y'all can't fight y'all damn self. I know it's 4 or 5 people that got y'all fucked up on a daily basis. Y'all ain't slapped the dude at Circle K for counting your change wrong. So why are we looking for violence here? So honestly, the thing is, until we can fix the community, get rid of some of the, well, not get rid of, but get rid of, well, I guess you could say get rid of the root cause of creating single moms and all this other stuff. Like, we got bigger fish to fry. Get some unity back in the community and all that. Until we get some of them bigger issues at bay, all this fighting shit is goofy as fuck. Because, okay, they fight, they don't fight, whatever. Trump's still the president. Y'all not finna change that. Obama ain't give y'all shit. Y'all not finna change that. Michelle acting delusional on her podcast. Y'all ain't gonna change that. Kamala not black. But still a fucking tether. Y'all ain't gonna change that. The real issues at hand, y'all ain't changing. Y'all just want to see somebody get beat up because y'all know that y'all don't even aspire to be half as great as this person is. And that's stupid to me. Both of those gentlemen are great people. They done put in their time to get to where they at. They done got their bread. They got people that they got to take care of. At no point in time should either one of them be fighting, because not only do they depend on themselves, there's people that clock in every day that depend on them. So it's goofy for both of them to even risk that shit. And that's all I really got on that situation. But we can get into this comic relief real quick. I think you muted, bro.
No, I said, say that's my bad. Let me pull this up. Let me pull it up real quick.
Yeah, well, I thought I had some internet.
Yeah.
All on Twitter.
You in a hot spot, huh?
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
It is 25 minutes long. I ain't gonna do it that long because, child, I got nails to get done. But we're gonna listen to all kinds of things, okay? And then Legend sent me a video about the church, which I might have to save until later. All right. And then, of course, we're gonna re-listen to the Well, let's listen to it now. Let's take a break and listen to it now. All right. Sway the remix god, y'all.
I don't do no dick sucking shit. I'm a motherfucking man. I don't do no dick sucking shit. I don't give a fuck about nothing. Well, I tell you what, watch that dick sucking shit, because that'll go bad. Get your bitch ass the fuck on. Walk over there with your bodyguard and your bitch, nigga. Walk over there with your bodyguard and your bitch. If you got a bitch with you, explain the bitch. Say I suck dick again. 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 Say I suck dick again.
Wait,
Say I suck dick again. Say I suck dick again.
Well, the internet is undefeated.
Walk over there with your bodyguard and your bitch, nigga. Walk over there with your bodyguard and your bitch. Your bitch. If you got a bitch with you, explain the bitch. Cake ass nigga. If you got a bitch with you, explain the bitch. Get your whole ass the fuck on. I don't know that bitch, nigga. I don't know that bitch, nigga. I don't know that bitch. I don't know that bitch, nigga. I don't know that bitch. Believe me when I tell you. I don't know that bitch, nigga. I don't know that bitch, nigga. You just running your mouth. I don't know that bitch, nigga. Pay for your pussy like you got to. Say I suck dick again. 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 I'm a motherfucking man.
Bruh, hell nah, boy.
Hey,
That's
hey, it's funny because if you played a little bit longer, he'd be like, "Get out the way, Darlene." That shit had me rolling, bro.
Darlene, get out the way.
They going wild.
Hey,
That
the internet is undefeated.
Unfucking defeated.
Again.
What in the hell?
Yeah.
Man, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure you hit the bell notification. Let's go ahead and go over here to this. Let's go to this Cenat situation, bro. I want to dive into Cenat and him basically saying that he quit. So we're gonna watch this video, and then we're gonna give our thoughts. So let's rock out. Here we go. No, we don't want that one. Here we go.
Broad perspective of what their life has been, I believe that there is more to this world that is much greater than myself. The energy and passion to want to do more and create is within me. That is why I quit. I quit thinking in my head of the goals I want to achieve and not pursuing them because I'm primarily known for one thing and super scared to step out that box and try new things. I quit overthinking. I quit staying in my head about if the goals I pursue are going to work or not. I want to push limits to see how much I truly can create in life.
In the 19th century, Louis Vuitton was born and raised in Annecy, France, to a farmer and hat maker. Starting from a young age, Louis had no choice but to work on the family farm. From dusk to dawn, he planted and harvested crops, raised the animals, and stockpiled firewood. This is the story of how a homeless teenager pioneered modern luggage and laid the foundation for a billion-dollar empire.
Alicio!
Of what we were deciding.
Oh shit.
Swag, yeah?
Yeah. This is cool.
Ooh.
Oh.
Currently, we are in Italy, where I've been for the past like 2 weeks, I'll probably say. Because I feel like if I present my own brand with my own stuff, people will find ways to be like, yo, you missed here, you missed there. Because often when you meet the person that got their brand, you can pick out, you'll be like, since it's on the come up, you'll be like, it's cool, but you missed here and
Is that
there.
a Coogee?
But once it's Louis Balenci, you feel like that's the official. You can't tell anything about it. Oh shit! See? Let me try.
Bro, it's tough, man. It's hard? Yeah, because this is new and the grip between these, yeah, it's better. We can change this because this is new. Yeah, like right over. So you can grab it down, bro. Don't try this at home. Like,
The items that I want to make, I want to be able to learn the fabric, where I can get it from, everything. So I've planned to like learn and not just jump into the designs.
do you want to try this?
Yeah.
This is more safe. So stand this, the points, and go like kindly.
Yeah. Oh shit. That's just scary as fuck. I went to Japan. My love for clothes kind of enhanced after that. Got inspired by what they were wearing, got inspired by the outfits I have put on myself. And just been falling in love with clothes, bags, accessories. A lot of the times I am boxed into this box of being a streamer. So this is one of the first times where I'm going to display something outside of my primary category. The reason why I kind of want to learn it is because I want to have like an attachment to my clothes. I know at times, usually I'm able to handle a lot of stuff by myself and find ways through it. But I just needed some advice on just pursuing life and goals that I have to like how to find the confidence and the real commitment to pursue them. Because usually at the times I've achieved so much and I've been able to knock down goals I always wanted to do, and my mindset in my head, it's just like a lot of self-doubt. I'm not even depressed. I'm not sad. It's just for some reason I'm having like a lot of self-doubt because it's out of fear of stepping back from what I'm primarily known for, which is content creation, and pursuing another goal. One thing I wanted to ask you is like, how do you at times get over self-doubt or voices in your head saying that it's over, or voices in your head saying you might not be able to do it?
Well, first things first, you cannot let your mental take over. Some people are strong, some people are weak. When the voices in your head start coming, it's pushing you either to give up or keep going.
All right, so pretty much y'all got the gist of it. What are y'all thoughts on this?
I think he's doing good I think he done made enough money where he can go do what he want to do. I hear the streaming situation is not that as stressful as the people that got 9 to 5s and everything, but I think on the level he was doing it, he was doing way more than the average streamer was doing, right? So I think him, especially the situation with his girl, that might have been his first like real heartbreak or whatever. That type of shit changed guys. He probably already was thinking about something like this, but then after that breakup, he said, "You know what? I'm fully into it. I done made my mind up." And I think what he's doing is good because now he's being he diversifying how he making money. He got his brand, and I think what he did was the same thing what rappers did, but he speeded the process all the way up. Because back in the day, you become a rapper, you be in the game for like 10 years to get that branding, or you in the game about three years to get that branding, everybody know who you are, and then you diversify your portfolio and do other stuff. Yeah. What he wasn't able to do in a couple of years, now with the streaming thing, he branding, everybody know him around the entire world. So him coming out with his own clothing line and everything, he gonna use that to be great in other avenues. And he's just gonna be that person where his name and his brand, he gonna get to a point, he gonna be like Snoop Dogg. He's gonna be in every goddamn thing. You know what I'm saying? He already had a skin in Fortnite.
Yeah.
Right? He had a skin in Fortnite. He getting all this promotions and all that type of stuff. I think he doing good. And maybe that streaming stuff, what we see in behind closed door, he probably tired of that shit, bro. Getting up every day, sitting in front of a camera to make money, you know what I'm saying, every single day. Now he's out there touching fabric and creating ideas and networking with other people, getting ideas and everything. And he's young enough to do it. You know what I'm saying? He's not old. He's still in his early 20s. He got time to go venture out and try other things.
Nigga sound like R2D2
R2D2
over here, boy.
over there, man. It's fucking breaking up, man. Until your boy get back. I don't I mean I got a little different take on it. I think since he's good at that, what he's doing, I mean, I guarantee you, I forgot he was the one that went to that breakup. I guarantee you his girl told him the reason they probably couldn't be together because he was so damn busy. Probably because he was doing like, you know, all the streaming shit. So I'm pretty sure that had some shit to do with it. But fucking I don't know, man. I mean, I think he's so young. I think he can dibble dabble in this clothing like field. I think he can do them both. I don't know. I mean, I just think if he's that popular, he's making that kind of money. I just don't think that's something you should give up completely. I think you might can venture out to see how the shit works. But honestly, man, I mean, since he knows that's working, I would just hire a team to get in that clothing industry, get someone to you know, I'll be the face, see how that shit works out. If it is working out well, again, if he wants to transfer all the way over, then do it. But I mean, I don't know. I just think like if something's working, man, you probably just shouldn't just give it up. But in his case, it might work out well. I don't know.
Yeah, so for me, the beauty of being an entrepreneur is you literally build the world from scratch. You don't answer to nobody but yourself. So he knows that he's successful in streaming. He has a following. Anytime he wants to step his toe back into that, even if it's just half the followers that he had at his peak, he's still doing way better than 80, 90% of everybody else out there. Yeah, he had a breakup. And honestly, he played the content creation game a good way, a safe way. The majority of his shit was in the house. But he just told you he got into fashion by leaving the house. It's like I show speed right now. Ever since that motherfucker stepped foot overseas, that man, like, I've got to put toes on every continent.
Yep.
Once you realize how big the world really is, it's over with. You can't unsee what you've seen.
Facts.
Like for me, I've been to school in Jamaica. I've been to school in Nigeria. Like I got a fucking brand new passport book right now with no stamps in it. And every day I wake up and look at that bitch, it burned my soul that ain't a stamp in that motherfucker. Because once you literally go outside your block, your neighborhood, the next state over, you get on the plane and go across them waters and you see like, oh shit. Especially when you go overseas and you actually get off the plantations over there. Because a lot of those resorts and shit, that's the plantation. That's what they want you to see. When you venture off into town and you rub shoulders with the actual people, and you like, oh, hold on. They told me y'all was starving over here. Y'all look like y'all doing great. And y'all love me too. Like, let's just take the black experience, for example. We just talked about us versus cops. Okay, over here, it's real frictional. You go overseas, for the most part, a lot of them, you can ask them for directions and shit. They'll damn near put you in the car and drive you there. You ain't even got to pay for a cab no more. They're like, shit, we'll take you. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, when you see humanity on a larger scale versus what's being force-fed to you, respective of wherever you are, it creates a burning desire to have more. It's almost like doing drugs. Like, not to really compare it to tweakers and shit, but you get 1, 2, 3 good international experiences, you start fiending for that shit. So hey, he He likes fashion because he went to Japan and all that. He already got bread. Like that boy made more bread than people's families 3 generations removed. So it's like, what now? Like I got all these ideas in my head. I actually have the money to execute because honestly, a lot of us, the reason why we go to work is we ain't got the money to execute what we got in our minds. He got the money to execute what he got in his mind. Fuck it. Pack up shop over here. Shorty left me, whatever. I was tired of being in this basement anyway. I want to go over there, see what they got going on. I want to shake hands, touch people, touch fabric, whatever it is. Try this. Even if it fails, I know I can run up another milli in the basement.
Did y'all catch at the beginning what he said though? He said I quit, but he said it real like he said I quit. I quit. Stop doubting my life. I quit the part of stop doubting myself and stop not being creative.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't say he quit streaming. He didn't say that. He said he didn't say I quit streaming. He said I quit the thought of not being creative. Because I want to be creative. And this is where I agree with you and Marcus in this aspect. I agree with the aspect. Look, listen, you'll never leave the thing that got you there. And I agree with that 110%. You know what I'm saying? And this is the thing. I don't think he's gonna leave streaming. I do think that he's gonna use streaming to push his shit that he's gonna be out here creating. His merch that he's gonna be creating, his designs and shit. And so this is why I agree with Raw. You gotta touch some grass outside of where you're from. And I'm big on touching every part of the state in the US first because this is where you're from. Because every state is different, so there's different experiences that you're gonna experience. But then when you touch overseas, because I had the luxury to see Germany, be in Frankfurt, Germany, be in Nuremberg.
That boy was a celebrity.
You feel me? Like to be over there, bro. To be over there in in Iraq and shit, in Kuwait and all that, and just seeing and be actually in the city and shit and actually see it. And it's like, dog, these niggas over here, this shit different. Like it's crazy. And you're right, especially when it comes to the black experience, especially in Germany. They love you. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey,
they love you. You feel me? And so being able to go and experience that, and you're right, when you start to see how other people are living, you start to experience other things, especially, one of my biggest things is I was able to experience people who had the big fucking houses, the motherfuckers who had money. So that just put me in a different mindset of like, hey, bro, these niggas is paid out here. I want to live like that. I want that lifestyle. Look how they moving. I want that shit. And even in Arizona, seeing motherfuckers who live out this on a daily basis, like, bro, I need that lifestyle. Fuck that.
Fam, when I was a kid, I went to Nigeria in high school. I think I first went over there in like 2005. First of all, being from the hood, I was freaked out. So yeah, I was a little freaking nigga. I got off the plane. It was the first time I seen some butt cheeks hit a double jump. I'm talking about one step, the booty jump twice. I was like, ooh, I'm home. Like these motherfuckers is thick, non-GMO. This is all muscle. This is ass.
My bad to cut you off. Let's respond to this. Nobody's envying anybody's life. We're celebrating people's lives and telling people to get out there. So we're supporting it. We're not envying anybody. That's so you probably just got in here late. So I'll give you grace.
It's not envy. I don't know why my shit be glitching on the damn stream, but whatever. I'm gonna just act like I ain't see it. It's not envy. It's literally you don't know what you know until you know it.
Facts.
CNN, you got United Way over here. They've been pimping y'all since forever. They call the same way Corey be on his stream talking about sucker ass sucker. That's how they think that y'all are some suckers because they telling y'all $1 a day can feed these people. And like I was getting into when I was in Nigeria, one of my neighbors in Nigeria, because I went to a boarding school, but like on my shorter vacations, one of my mom's friends is who I was staying with out there. He was a minister or whatever, built the home from scratch. It was shit. It was like a 6-bedroom main house with a 2 apartment servant quarters, so to speak, because they have like people that open the gate for them because whatever, and they have cooks and whatever. So they have like a little workers' quarters. So altogether, it was like a damn near 8-bedroom house, 2-story, marble floors, marble staircase, and it ain't like, you know, they import the marble, like they actually made the marble on site. Like they got all the rocks and stuff with the cement and everything, ran a cutter across it, polished it, all that shit. And I'm talking about this shit is luxury. It makes everything out here look like shit.
Damn.
But one of the neighbors over there had a canary yellow Bentley GT. First time I seen one in person outside of a fucking Lil Wayne music video. And I'm like, these can't be the fucking people that they telling us back home we gotta fucking donate $1 a day because they live in straw huts.
Right.
So that's why I'm saying once you actually book that flight, you go over there. Yeah, everybody want to go to Greece and Italy and Rome and whatever. And that shit's sweet too. When you go to Africa and you see motherfuckers that's really getting money, you go to a village where it's, you know, a 22-mile dirt road just to get to the village, and you get there and you see the king of the village and he come out and that man got fucking Mr. T chains on, where all you see is donkeys and fucking motorcycles, and you like, hold on, motherfuckers in the fucking hood, they call that shit a chain, but that's really a necklace because that shit do be kind of thin. That should be anorexic on the gold.
Thanks.
And you got a dude wearing a whole gold bullion on his neck, 3-4 times stacked. It kind of make you look at life different. So Buddy got out the basement. He went overseas. He was like, oh, okay, it's more to life. Shorty that he was talking to, she went with her move and broke up with him. It hit him in the heart. And hey, sometimes you need to breathe. If you spent the most time with her in the basement, obviously you don't want to see that shit no more.
Yeah.
Because all my happy times and shit is gone now. Like, Shorty made this place look like trash to me. Now I want to burn this bitch down on the real, but I ain't trying to go to jail for arson. So I'm just go to Italy, take a trip, drop some merch. Once my bank account fluff up again, and I'll be like, all right, I'm cool. We can get back on stream.
Yeah, let me get my creative juices back. Let me step outside, and then shit, I'm always gonna come back to the thing that got me there.
Yeah, see, even Servant said, show speed, show depth in Africa in real time. He went to Egypt. We all know why ain't no goddamn noses on them statues. It's our nose.
Yeah.
He was asking people, hey, why the nose missing on this, that, and the third? No two people had the same answer. We know y'all bullshitting.
Fact.
And even then, the Egyptians, they're a little more aggressive. They were so aggressive to the point that Speed's drone pilot operator actually quit on him midstream. Left the equipment on the ground and everything.
Oh, damn.
Which, to me, that's disrespectful. Like, I'll beat your ass. At least if you want to quit, walk up to me and be like, hey, bro, here go your equipment and stuff. I just can't deal with this shit. Like, I'm going to book a one-way flight home. We could talk later on the back end. But don't just drop my shit in traffic, bro. Like, he dropped the shit the way Biden pulled the troops out of Iran or Iraq or whatever. Like, it's cool you pulled the people out, but you left all our shit there.
Yeah.
You know these motherfuckers know how to rebuild a tank with a soda can, right? Like, they'll make a head gasket out of a Sprite can right now. And that should have run better than anything you ever produced.
Fact.
Get the equipment out first, because 20 years down the line when we go into war, now we fighting our own shit. But, you know, I can't be mad at bro. You get enough money in one thing, you've already mastered something. The art of life is to be masters of many things. Don't just pigeonhole yourself. He's mastered the streaming. Honestly, he could quit streaming and just do a streamers university once a year and run up a bag that way. What? This last one, Samsung donated them Galaxy phones to all of them streamers, and then T-Mobile followed up, and they were the carrier of choice. After Streamers University, he ran up a bag with Target, even though everybody quote unquote boycotting Target. Whatever, like, he could always get to a bag. So, bro, get outside. It's more outside than your zip code.
Yeah, that's it's a good reason you shouldn't just go with what you think it is. Because like you said in the beginning, I heard the same thing. I didn't hear him say he's gonna quit. I heard like I kind of went along with what I thought it was gonna be. He's quitting. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, yeah, he's over there learning new shit, and then he's gonna bring the internet thing over to show him how he's like getting into fashion and that process. I think he'll do bomb. He's probably, he probably is kind of sick of like the shit he was doing before because like you said, they were stuck in their house. He's growing up a little bit. He's got money. You know what I'm saying? Like he's seeing something new. But yeah, like I was saying, I agree. You should definitely get the fuck out of where you're from, especially if you're young. Because when I was young, I'm from Jackson, Mississippi, bro. Like I didn't know one white person until I visited here when I was 13, and it was crazy. Like I said, I grew up in the most racist state. You already know that like that perception you have of other people, is a lot different until you actually meet them. So I was like, all this other bullshit that people were feeding us back at home, that ain't the fucking truth. You know what I'm saying? So I knew right then, as soon as I was 13, I knew I was like, you know what, dude, I'm getting the fuck out of here as soon as I graduated high school. And that's exactly what I did. It was probably the best decision I ever made. I can only imagine if I did not make that move, it'd be I don't know where I would be today, to tell you the truth. So yeah, a lot of people should definitely, travel, get out there. There's a lot out into that world for sure.
Facts. I agree. Any final thoughts on this one? Nothing else on it?
Nah, I ain't got no final thoughts on it for real. My fault. I was distracted. It's some greasy shit going on right now. My fault.
Oh, don't worry. Yeah, we gonna get to it after, on the back end of the live pause.
Yeah, like as far as this situation goes, that is a young man. A lot of us regular normie 9-to-5 people. I mean, we not gonna be in the 9-to-5 rat race too much longer. We finna run this channel up, and we finna get our own channels going as well, and we gonna have our sponsorships and stuff, and it's gonna take us far. But until then, that is a young man doing things that most people can't do till they hit their 50s and 60s, and a lot of they earlier investments start taking off to where they can now start taking risks, of which, being that they're on the back end of life, a lot of them are actually risk adverse. So even if they do have ideas, they're a lot more hesitant to take the risk needed to execute on their ideas. So I'm actually proud of bro for running up a bag in his youth, being able to put a pause on what he got going on to chase other ideas and ventures that he has in his mind, because honestly, you can't finish something if you don't start. And you also can't start unless you have capital with a lot of ideas that people have. He has the capital, he ran it up. And honestly, there's a few things in life that make you grind hard. Heartbreak is one of them. So I don't necessarily see him failing, because hey, once you lose your bitch, ain't nothing else stopping you. It's like once you lose your shorty, it's like, hey, the world wide open. Like I don't care about nothing else right now. You could take a crash out mentality towards whatever your ideas is. And I mean, if you at least apply yourself 80%, you guaranteed to win in some way, shape, or form. It might not be to the magnitude that you had your sight set on, but hey, even if you miss the moon and you land amongst the stars, you still made it to outer space. So I'm proud of bro. That's all I can say, really, to close out.
Cool. Marcus, you got anything?
No, that was it. That's it, man.
All good, bro. Well, listen, y'all. Tonight was dope. Appreciate y'all for coming to kick it with us. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure you hit the bell notification. And definitely make sure you tap into the Patreon. That's where we're growing. That's where we're building the community over there. All right. The link is in the description as well as pinned in the comments as well.
Hey, Courtney.
What up?
This boy Corey Holcomb put on a masterclass. You're gonna have to react to that shit tomorrow, bro.
Oh, I'm listening to it. I'm finna try to listen to it right now.
Yeah, it's wild.
All right, my good people. And until next time, we'll holla.
They're gonna call your daughter. Meanwhile, you can be